All right. Hello. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you all so very much for being here because as you know, you could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me. So thank you all so very much. With that being said, all right. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy King Jr. Day. All right. It's Black Folks Day. All right. I was like, should I be arguing with white folks today? I don't know, but let's see what happens. And here I am. I'm gonna be arguing with white folks today. So with that being said, guys, if you all right disagree with the background, all right, that ICE are soldiers of white supremacy, by all means, get in the box. All right, let's have a conversation. All right, also, hi to my Tiki Talkers. Thank you so much again for being here. I appreciate each and every last one of you. While you are here, all I ask is that you be active participants. All right, let's make sure that we are tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's make sure that we're reposting and also knocking out the gift goals. Okay, and make sure we send our daily heart means. I want to see loves by everyone's name. All right, doing all of this helps ensures that we do get on the FYP so that we can continue to have these conversations. All right, and hi tubers. All right, so happy to have you here, of course. All right, if you're over on the tube, make sure you're doing all of the good things there too. Make sure you keep the chat going, the engagement going. All right, and for everyone, if you would like to support the live, support me. All right, the links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. I also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9 at gmail.com. And with that being said, if you are over on the tube of you can send a super chat. And please do remember that everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. With that being said, y'all, Trump supporters, get in the box and let's have a conversation. Let's talk about ICE. Okay, let's talk about it. All right, they are definitely soldiers of white supremacy. They are targeting black and brown people, specifically here in the United States of America with immigration efforts. We've seen it with our president restricting visas for certain countries, and we've also seen it with who ICE is going after. So there's that. So it's a multi-pronged system here, a multi-pronged approach, I should say, in which they are going after people. So let's see what Trump supporters can talk about this because what I found is that it's typically Trump supporters who support this nonsense. Independents and people on the left for sure do not support this. Independents typically don't rock with this. They can't get jiggy with it. All right, I wish a person would come up here and talk about something a libertarian, but they support Donald Trump's deportation efforts. You can be a lot of things, but I'm gonna need you to be fucking for real. Anywho, let's go. I got my glasses on. I'm no longer raw dogging vision, so there's that. Let's see here. Hi, Speed. Are you a Trump supporter?
I am. I'm 27. I'm from Pennsylvania, and I voted for Trump.
Okay, all right. Thanks for the information. All right. So, do you disagree with the background?
I do.
Okay, all right. Why?
Yeah, ICE has been a thing for a very long time. Even under, Obama. Obama had a lot of people deported from our country. I think that a lot of these people who are illegal immigrants in our country just happen to not be white. Can we
Wait,
both agree that
hold on one moment.
illegal immigrants can be of all ethnicity and that
I don't want to cut you off, but I just want to let you know here on this platform, we say undocumented immigrant. We don't refer to people as illegal. Just a boundary.
right? So undocumented, I'll
Appreciate you.
respect that.
Thank you.
So undocumented immigrants, so they can be of any ethnicity, and there has been white people who are also being deported and have been deported. So like I would like to hear why you think that this is strictly and 100% and only targeted towards different ethnicities, and why you think the ICE has changed differently now when it comes to who they're deporting when it's always been an issue of just illegal immigrants and they just so happen to majority be a different race.
Okay, so you just said something that I didn't say. I said that they're targeting. I didn't say that they were only deporting black and brown people. I said they're targeting them, and that's based off of the evidence that we have available to us. So that's why I say that. So we can take a look at video that we've seen, the lawsuits that we've seen, and also we can even take a look at official data from the government to see who is actually being deported from the United States of America. So there's that. That's what I have to support that. All right. What evidence do you have to support that they're also targeting immigrants who, well, undocumented immigrants who are not black or brown? What do you have?
Yeah, I can bring you stats that there are some people who have been deported
Yeah,
who
some we would
are
agree. We would agree, but in
white.
a larger number, and who they've been targeting are black and brown. Like, who did he strip
W-
away temporary protected status from? What groups? What country are they from?
who-
Hmm?
What country did he
What
strip
countries?
away?
Hmm.
Tell me. I
Oh,
don't know.
sure, I'd be happy to.
If you don't mind, I would
Thus
like to know.
far, sure, of course. Thus far, it has been Cuba, along with Nicaragua, Venezuela, and Haiti, and also Somalia. So those countries specifically,
Okay,
he
so
has stripped away the temporary protected status from them. All right, and those are black and
so
brown
not
people.
Jamaica, not Africa,
Oh
not
no,
Jamaica,
in
and not
regards
Africa, just
to
places next to it.
places, I'm sorry, Africa is a continent, darling. It's not a country; it's a continent. But with that being
What about South
said,
Africa?
South Africa would be a country. Now, in regards to South Africa, the ones that he has let in have been who? You can tell us.
All white? Were they all white?
All white, yeah. He let in white South Afrikaners. Yes. That's who he let in.
Well, he's
So
letting in African Americans.
I'm sorry. What do you mean let in African Americans? What do you mean by that?
No, so that's what I'm saying. So if somebody comes here from Canada, they're Canadian Americans. If somebody comes here from Africa, they are African
Are
Americans.
you serious? No, you have to get your citizenship in order to be considered an American. We're not
Right, right.
talking
So if
about
somebody gets their
citizens right now.
citizenship,
We're talking
if
about what are we
somebody's,
doing? One moment. We're talking about immigrants. How old did you say you are again?
yeah, I'm 27.
You're 27? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I was just wondering. But no, in order to be considered an American, you have to be a citizen. We're not talking about citizens at this very moment. What we're talking about is who's being allowed into the country. Do you track?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, with that being said, with the data, all right, like we can look at countries like, let's say, Guatemala. All right. So, in a country like Guatemala, which is in Central America, what we found is that over 300 people in fiscal year 2025, all right, we're actually not in fiscal year, in 2025 alone, the year, over 300 people were removed from the United States and sent back to Guatemala. Whereas a place like Ukraine, okay, which is a what race is predominantly in Ukraine?
What?
White? Okay, exactly, white. So a place like Ukraine, where we have how many was it? Let me make sure I get you the exact number here. There we go. We had 100 and that's actually not right. I got to make sure I give you the right fiscal year because we only had 166 between fiscal years 2021 and fiscal year 2025. And this is looking at the ICE website. So in 2025, fiscal year 2025 for Ukraine is loading because I want to give you the right number. I'm just super duper like hell bent on accuracy. We only had 13 people sent back to Ukraine, whereas in
So
Guatemala, a
you think
place
the
like
ICE
Guatemala,
website is accurate?
do I think that the ICE website is accurate? Yep, I'm gonna have to go with it. In regards to the numbers, I'm gonna have to go with it. So, are you saying that they're deporting more
Uh,
Ukrainians? You don't think that their website is accurate?
no, no. I was just saying
Oh,
in
okay.
general. You're calling them a white supremacy group, so I wonder if those numbers are accurate under your statement.
Numbers are numbers. So what would them being a what would them being I didn't say that they're a white supremacist group, by the way. That's not what I said. I said they are
Yeah,
soldiers
it's
of
it's
white
your prompt.
supremacy. It's actually not the same thing. Do you know what white supremacy is?
No.
You don't know what white supremacy is? Then how are you arguing against this if you don't know what white supremacy is?
Well, I just don't believe it exists. Like, how do you know something that doesn't exist?
You don't think that white supremacy
Like,
exists?
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it.
I've never
Are
seen
you
it. I've never
white?
heard it.
Like
I've
what's
never
your
seen
race?
evidence of this.
What's your race?
Yeah, I'm white.
You are white? Okay, then of course you don't think that white supremacy exists because it's something that you benefit from. I mean, if it was something that I benefited from, I wouldn't think that it existed either. Like, what?
I've, I've just never seen it.
What do you mean? What do you think it would look like to you? I want to know.
Like Germany in the 30s.
It would look like Germany in the 30s to you. That would be,
Right.
what did Germany in the 30s look like?
What did they do in the 30s?
I don't know. You tell us. You mentioned it. You mentioned it. Tell
I don't
us.
know. I mean, I didn't see it personally for first person. I'm not going to speak on what could have been probably left wing propaganda.
So, because you haven't
It
seen
looked
it,
like
it means
National
that it
Socialism.
doesn't exist. All
It
right.
looked like
Do
National Socialism.
Yeah, they
That's what it
weren't
was.
socialists. That's the thing. You don't know what the words you're using means. That's the thing about you all too. You think that just because people use a word that they're using it correctly. Like, is China a communist? Like, is there a communist state?
No,
No, they're not. Okay. Why aren't they a communist state?
because their people don't believe in it.
They're people. I'm sorry. What? You said
Yeah,
because their
because
people don't believe in
they're
it?
be- yeah, because their people would rebel. They just automatically turn it into communism overnight.
But what is called? What are we talking about? Um,
There's like thousands of things that I could respond to on why it's not
oh,
communist.
Mr. Black, you're not a Trump supporter, are you?
No, I'm
I
not.
didn't think so. It's the profile picture. I have to remember this profile picture. But love, I'm only looking for Trump supporters, so I'm gonna let you down. But thank you so much for being here.
All right.
All right, love. Have a great day. Hi, Amor. Are you a Trump supporter?
I was. I still support some of his policies if you'll just let me.
Do you disagree with the background?
To a degree, but not fully. Can I ask about your hat though? That's why I requested. I want to ask about the hat and what the context of would never would have been.
Kamala would never. She would never do the things in which the way Trump is doing them. Shout out to Hector
And
Talks. One moment, I'm plugging. Shout out to Hector Talks. I say you all right, if you like this hat, it comes in a variety of colors. All right, I also have a red one. I had it first. Fuck what anyone else says. I had it first. All right, and I say that you should check out his site to get you a Kamala would never hat. Super awesome, super comfy, and is super cute in the looks and conversations in which you could have. That's Hector Talks with two R's. Hector Talks with two R's. He might even stop by today, but yeah, that's where you can get one from.
That
Oh
is a very
no, he
cute hat.
ran. Not the skedaddle. That's crazy. Why'd he leave? More? Why'd he leave?
Bro, he had the education of a third. He had an education of a second grader. I don't want to
I
disrespect no
think
third
a
graders.
second grader is definitely smarter than him. That was
You
ridiculous.
right. No, that's also down to them.
That was definitely ridiculous. He didn't know anything. It was like, what are we doing here? Anywho, what did you want? I answered your question about the
Well,
hat. What else was
yeah,
it?
yeah, 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 yeah. I guess you answered it perfectly, and that's that she wouldn't go about the same methods of how she's doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
I just think I didn't understand the hat fully, and now that I understand it, I ain't got no argument for you.
Okie dokie. All right. Well, thank
Have
you
a
for being
great
here.
day.
You too. All right. Bye bye. All right. Hi, Christopher. Are you a Trump supporter? Christopher? I think you tried yesterday. Christopher, are you a Trump supporter? Christopher going once. Christopher going twice. Okay, Christopher, I'm gonna let you down, love. Okay. All right. Hi, G. Are you a Trump supporter?
all the way.
Okay. All right. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
38.
38. Okay. All right. And do you disagree with the background?
Fully 100%.
Okay. All right. If you could, sir, will you please turn down your background noise, like your TV, it sounds like, or go to another room?
That's what your standards?
Yeah, I'm dual streaming, so I don't need a copyright thing, and also your background's distracting.
No problem.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I'll
But getting
put you
back
on
to
mute
your
until then.
prop,
One moment. I'll put you on mute until then. You can come off mute once you're in a different room. All right, guys, let's keep doing all of the good things. Let's get the likes up to 100,000 likes. Thank you all so very much. Also, let's go ahead and knock out the remaining 42 of the finger hearts. Let's do that. and continue to repost the live. Make sure it's on your stories, okay? So that way we can get on the FYP, stay there, and have these conversations. Thank you all so very much. And again, if you'd like to support me, support the stream, links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. I also have a Zelle, everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. And if you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat. And I just want to thank you all so very much in advance, because everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. And if it means anything, we're celebrating Bubba's birthday this weekend, so help us out. Like, oh my God. He's going to be 12, guys. What am I going to do with a 12-year-old? Do not know. I don't know. I have no idea what we're going to do with a 12-year-old. Oh my gosh. I sent you a request to unmute G, just in case you are available now. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. Keep doing all of the good things. I appreciate y'all. 12 teen, that boy is 67 years old. What are we talking about? He's older than me. He is older than me. Like, he's an old man. Definitely an old man. I sent you a request to unmute G. I'll send you, I have to wait 36 seconds. All right. Oh, wait. I forgot my backup is here. Also, guys, follow the backup. 6'7". Sorry, you mentioned in Onyx. I had to say it. You shouldn't have said anything. All right. If you didn't say anything, I wouldn't have done it. But here we are. 6'7". I did that the other day while Bubba was on the phone with his friend. The embarrassment. All right, this man hasn't come off of mute yet, so I guess we'll just go here.
Yeah.
Hi, Justin. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
24.
Okay, all right. I can't get my screen up. One moment. Okay, all right. Do you disagree with the background, the prompt?
Yeah,
Okay, all right. So why?
because they're deporting people. That doesn't mean they're white supremacists.
Do you know what white supremacy is?
Yeah, it's where you think that the white race is the best race.
Yeah, and it's a bit more complex than that. It's basically wanting to keep whiteness as the standard, definitely as the standard, and also basically campaigning and advocating for their dominance. And it's pretty much the system in which we live here in Western society, and actually globally. I'll be honest, it's globally because of imperialism, colonization, and whatnot, and how it's always included the subjugation and exploitation of Black people and also brown people. So to basically keep us as inferior and uphold whiteness as superior through different means. So there's that. But you were on point. You were on point. And so you don't think that ICE is doing that by targeting Black and brown immigrants out of this country?
They're targeting all immigrants.
Targeting all immigrants. Okay, you all keep saying that, but when I ask you for the numbers, and ask you who he's actually, like when I say he, I mean Trump, who he's made policy against, you all can't tell me. So who are they targeting? Who are they targeting?
Immigrants.
Immigrants? Okay. What do these immigrants typically look like?
Brown.
Brown? Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's because that's the majority of them.
That's because it's the majority of them?
Yeah.
But who overstays their visas more? Would it be people from countries that are predominantly brown, or would it be from countries that are predominantly white,
I don't know.
like Eastern Europeans?
I'm not sure.
I think the way in which I asked the question kind of told you the answer. It would be Eastern Europeans that overstay their visas the most here in the United States of America. And I don't know if you were here earlier, but we do have some information from like, what's it called? From ICE.gov is their statistics, and it actually goes over the enforcement removal statistics that they have. And we can look at those numbers, and you can choose a country. I'll choose a country, you choose a country. And let's say you choose a country that's predominantly white. Go ahead.
Russia.
Russia? Okay. Country. All right. Russia. right, let me see here. And I'm just going to stick with Guatemala. I haven't chosen it yet. Matter of fact, let me do this. I'll bring it up on the screen for us to take a look at. There we go. Sorry, when I put my hand out like that, I'm just fixing the blur on the screen. That's all. Apply, and let's show it. Okay, you see this chart here?
Yeah.
All right, I'm choosing the country. Russia definitely starts with the R. Okay, so we selected Russia. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and just stick with Guatemala. All right, let me see here. That starts with a G. There we go. And I'm gonna click apply. All right, we have to let the website do its thing. Okie dokie. And then let's look at fiscal year. It's gonna let me choose a year. But do you see here where it says fiscal year 2025?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. So fiscal years run from basically October 1st through September 30th. Okay, okay. So Russia, we have 137 removals. And Guatemala, I want to make sure this is right. I don't feel right. I don't like it. That number is huge. But yeah, that's shit. That's showing fiscal year 2025. And here we show 12,274. Cool. Cool. You see the difference? Oh, why you go away? Come back. No, come back. Come back. Where you going? Where you going? Okay, whatever. Anywho, guys, keep doing all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. All of the good things. Matter of fact, let's play around with this. What's a smaller country that we can look at here? I'm zooming in. Let's see. What's another country that's across the Atlantic? Let's see. Let's look at Nigeria. Let's see if more Nigerians have been deported. Could be a yes, could be a no. Let's see. Keep tapping the screen, guys. Let's just take a look. Okay. And again, this is fiscal year. All right. So for Nigeria, it's only 20. See? Oh, no. Why you run? Stop running, guys. Let's just have the conversation. I can do Cambodia for you. Let's just have the conversation, guys. Come on. Stop running. It's no fun when you run. If you run, it's no fun. Like, stop doing that. We don't have to do that. I just want to have the conversation and also have someone up here tell us, like, what fucking white supremacy is. No one seems to know for some reason or another. Here's Cambodia. That's Russia. No. How the hell did I think that was Cambodia? Did I click apply? That is Russia. Okay, Cambodia is there. Oh, this website is janky. Okay. I'm in Asia. Where is Cambodia? Somewhere up in here. Fudge sickles. All right, it's still highlighting Russia, but it won't highlight Cambodia for me. It's possible that they didn't have any removals to Cambodia, which can't be right. We're gonna have to work on that. I'll look. Anywho, okay. Trump supporters request up. I just want to have some fun. So, Shauna, if you can't see the chat, once I have someone else up here, I'll go ahead and change. I can change. I just want to wear the king shirt. Soon enough, I'll have my I Am the Dream hoodie, so then I can wear that, and that's black. Maybe if I turn to the side, maybe do like that. I don't know. Hi. Oh, your name is absolutely amazing. Shit.
Thanks.
Yeah, shit.
You could just
Are
call me
you
John.
just call you John? Okay. Darn it, I
Yeah.
wanted to call you shit.
I mean, you could do that too if you want.
All right. So shit. Are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. And how old are you for TikTok purposes?
I'm 20.
Okay. And you're 20. Okay. Let me see here. Do you disagree with the background?
I mean, I can't speak for like all of them like abroad. I think some are, but like not all ICE agents are bad.
This isn't
They're
about them
totally
being bad or good. This is about them being soldiers of white supremacy. So upholding the standard of white supremacy that Western society has determined is the best.
so like are you saying that the people in like the ICE like departments that like control all the ICE agents, they're white supremacists?
We're talking more so about a system of things. All right. We're not talking about the
Yeah.
individuals themselves. Skeet, I'm gonna put you on mute. Okay. Yeah, so we're not talking about the people themselves, we're talking about the system because white supremacy, I'm not sure if you heard earlier, but white supremacy is basically based on the belief that whiteness is best, is the standard, and that it should have dominance. All right. And so basically, what is happening is that they are targeting black and brown immigrants, all right, to in an effort just to add on to kind of, make their replacement theory like hopes and dreams come true, to put it best. I'm not sure if you know what the replacement theory is.
No, I don't, but like we could talk about it. Like we could like I could go deeper on this if you want. Like how
You go
you're
go
explaining it.
deeper.
Yeah. All right, cool. So do you believe in like lookism? Like do you know what that is?
Nope, what is it?
So like it's like the belief that the first impressions like are actually like looks. So like say like you saw me for the first time and I was ugly and you didn't want to talk to me because I was ugly. A lot of people can think that way, and like it's psychologically proven like how like babies will stare at people with a very pretty face or beautiful handsome face, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to get at here is like these ICE agents like because Western Europe people like, they look they're so white. Some people may not see them as like immigrants, illegal immigrants. So that's why they could like overstay compared to like someone who's like brown, because it's pretty like
What?
I'm just being realistic here. It's pretty easy to spot a Mexican if you go to like if you go somewhere.
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I just want to let you know that.
I mean, if you
Because
think so, but
but
like
no, because what basically what you're saying is because someone doesn't look a certain way, then they are something. All right, that's called profiling. First of all, is what that is,
right.
and we
So
don't want to do that.
so usually like the law. So my stepdad is a state police, right? Usually cops have to profile, ICE agents have to profile, everyone has to profile. So what I'm trying to get at here is that like not everyone, obviously, like ICE agents, they definitely act off impulse. Like they should definitely do stuff like take more measures, but
But
obviously since like they see someone, it's more like a,
yeah.
I could put it in like it's a first come first serve. Like ICE agents are doing their jobs. They see someone that's not supposed to be in America, you know. They have to do their thing. I'm not like I
So
don't know like
basically, what you're saying, what you're trying to say is basically that brown people are immigrants, is what you're saying.
no
So
no
like
no no
you're
no no
no
no
no
no
hold
no
on
no
one
no
moment, because basically you're
yeah
saying that it's okay to racially profile someone. All right, when they don't have to profile at all, they could pretty much just do their research on people to determine
Ye-
whether or not they're supposed to be here in the country or not. But they don't want to do that. They'd rather take the harmful and aggressive approach and just stop anyone, all right, that is black and or brown, all right, well, black or brown, all right, and question them and then detain them and then figure out later whether or not they are supposed to be here in the United States of America, or are citizens, I should say, not supposed to, but are citizens of the United States. But hold on one moment. Welcome in, Jaden Ray. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate you, Jaden. Thank you so very much. All right. If you are new here, make sure that you're doing a few things. Matter of fact, just everyone make sure they're doing it. Okay. Make sure, all right, that you are following my backup down here at the bottom, and also make sure that you are following the main page. So if you look at the top of the left-hand corner of your screen and you see the word follow next to my name, make sure you go ahead and tap that button, and also send your daily heart me. I appreciate you all so very much. And let's keep doing all of the good things, guys, all of the good things. We're going to go ahead and work on our next goal here, which is going to be the high bears. So we'll go ahead and knock those out in just a moment. Also, please do repost this live to your story so that we can continue to have these conversations. We're discussing whether or not ICE are soldiers white supremacy. So that's the discussion here today. And Jaden, I don't know if Jaden dual streams, but if you're not subscribed to me over on the tube, check the links in the bio and subscribe over to me. Also check the links out, because if you'd like to support me, support the stream, links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal or Venmo. I do have a Zelle also, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And if you're over on the tube, the best way to support is via a super chat. Thank you all so very much for all that you do, because everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. And also, if you really like to contribute, just remember, I have an almost 12-year-old and we are celebrating this weekend. Okay, I'm putting that out there. Help a mama out. Okay, anyway, let's get back to the conversation. Y'all keep doing all of the good things, guys. Okay, so let's get back to it. So
Yeah, all right. So I'll talk on that behalf. I'm sorry if like you misunderstood. I'm sorry if I
Sure.
worded it wrong. So obviously, if a brown person or a black person, anyone of color, is an American citizen, they shouldn't be deported. What I'm trying, that's why I said ICE agents, a lot of them act on impulse. Hence, the aggressiveness. How like they will take in
Do you think that's a good
these
thing?
people. No, I don't think it's a good thing. That's
They
what
shouldn't be
I'm
doing that.
saying.
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
shouldn't be doing that at all. But they have to profile these people,
Why?
and because it's their job to take care of people who aren't American citizens. Obviously,
Why do they
so
have
so
to?
from like,
Ooh, I dropped my phone. It's on a short
oh,
leash. But why do they have to profile people is the question. Why do they have to?
well, in order to like get an understanding of who is an immigrant and who is not, they have to look into some things. So obviously it's like like if a cop's in a parking lot, they're gonna look through all these license plates, see if any of them are expired, any of that. But if they see one that's like they can like tell from the front, like the registration is expired from like the stickers, obviously they're gonna go for that one first. So
But
like,
the thing about it all, though, is that they are profiling people simply based off of their skin color, which isn't okay, because that begs the question of, what does an immigrant look like?
that's right. I agree with you. There is a social construct of what people think a immigrant looks like, and I totally disagree with it. I do agree with what you're saying, but you have to shove that ideology into these ICE agents. But right now, like what they're doing, I think is wrong. But they're not all like white supremacists. Like they're literally just doing their
So
job.
you have it
Hey,
wrong. So
hey, Erica, quick question. Did we get an age check on dipshit here?
yeah, he said 20, I believe. I don't remember.
Excuse me.
How old are you?
20,
20. Yeah, he
Hmm.
said 20. What year were you born in?
2005,
Okay. When's your
All
birthday?
right.
What month?
July 12th.
Oh, you don't have to say the day. What's the last four of
Oh,
your
I'm sorry. I'm
social?
so sorry. No,
Yeah,
I'm
don't
sorry.
do that. I was just wondering because, I mean, no shade, my vocabulary, well, my tits are bigger than your vocabulary right now. So
Bruh.
that's it. That's
Yeah,
ask.
no
Okay.
worries. I'm not. I'm also an immigrant. Like English is my first language, so it's like I'm sorry about that. I was like I literally just got my citizenship like 2 years ago, so it's
2
like
weeks ago?
2 years.
Oh,
Two
okay.
years.
2 years
Yeah,
ago?
no, no, no. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So my question for you is, all right, I think I've already asked you, but you said you didn't know what white supremacy was, right? And
me?
yeah, did I ask you? I don't remember. Did I ask
No, no. You asked
you?
that other guy. I know what white supremacy is.
Oh, y'all sound alike. What's white supremacy?
Sorry. White supremacy, like it's you explained it earlier, but it's like the ideology that the people that are white have should have the dominating power, and that they should control everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And how do they go about doing that?
Like what do you mean, like by the ICE agents? Like,
No. How is white supremacy upheld? How does it function in society? What do they do in order to maintain white supremacy?
I don't know. They do a lot of things, actually. I don't know. It's like, so it's sort of really broad. There's a lot of things that go on for that. Like, I don't know. Like, it's pretty huge.
I don't know. I really felt like I went over this with you, but it's they basically do it via the subjugation and exploitation of Black and brown people.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty. It's
pretty simplified, right?
Yeah. No, but what you asked was like pretty broad. I mean, I could have literally like said anything. Like, yeah, there's white supremacy in the world.
Hey, Skeet, are you a Trump supporter?
Hey, I'm off mute.
Yeah, you are. Are you a Trump supporter?
Hey, Erica, how are you? Yeah, my name is Skeet.
Okay.
I am a Trump supporter.
Okay. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
I'm 38 years old.
Okay. All right. And do you disagree with the background?
I want to start by saying, you have a great voice, you have a great platform. Really respect your opinion.
Bruh.
I would say for the majority of my life, I've shared the same views as you, but as I've gotten older, I believe that, well, actually, I don't believe in white supremacy.
I'm sorry. You said you don't believe in white supremacy?
Not on MLK.
No, I don't.
Not on MLK. Not on MLK. They don't
I
do
think
that.
I can. I think.
That's
I
weird.
think I can do. I think I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and no one on earth can stop me from doing anything.
I'm
Not a white
speechless.
person, not a black person, nobody.
What are we talking about?
Nobody has ever stopped me from doing anything I've ever wanted to accomplish in my life.
Oh, so you, okay. I get what you're doing. You think that, okay, I get it.
No, I'm not trying to do anything. And
do
I
you think that
again, let
white
me
Hold on,
mention.
don't interrupt her. Let her
Stop
finish,
doing
please.
that? Do you think that white supremacy never existed?
As far as what?
It just never existed. You said you don't believe it exists, so did it never exist?
I believe it exists if you choose to let it exist.
I believe it exists if you choose to let it exist.
I think when you pick up a book, any book on self-improvement, what chapter does it say, you should wake up in the morning and think that there's somebody stopping you from achieving your goals?
Wait, may I ask Skeet a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't even care. Go ahead.
Oh wait, so Skeet, in like the 1700s when the Underground Railroads were built and stuff, because like slaves wanted to escape, like do you think that they should have just thought, hey, white supremacy doesn't exist, and then all of a sudden they wouldn't be slaves anymore? I think what you're saying is like the like what your ideology is like actually why Trump supporters have a bad rep. Like what you're saying is absolutely
I think
stupid.
what I choose to, if I chose to wake up in the morning and think that there's somebody, no matter what race they are, that can stop me from achieving anything, that would be me accepting somebody is superior than myself, and I don't choose to do that.
Right. So when you put your ideology in like the hands of a religion, right, that doesn't stop these white people from walking up to you and killing you, right? That doesn't really stop any of that, right? So
No,
let's say
doesn't.
you walked into a white neighborhood and these people were like, "Hey, I hate you because of your skin color," right? Before you see the light, before God talks to you and you see the light, would you think to yourself, "Hey, this is definitely white supremacy"?
No, not at all.
Right. So okay, great. So I think you might have a problem. You
What's
might be special. Like
What's my
either that
problem?
or
No, no ableism, no
All right, my bad, my
What's
bad.
what
No
would you say my
ableism.
problem
No
is?
ableism.
What would you
I
say
think
my
your problem
problem
is
is?
that you're
So
like really naive and you think that everything could be handled with religion, but like reality check, like
I
I'm a
haven't I
Catholic
haven't I
too, but
haven't mentioned I haven't mentioned religion at all.
d- okay, dude, I can't argue with an idiot. I'm sorry, bro.
Okay, yeah, you might be sorry.
Okay.
Erica,
Okay.
this is incredible.
This is absolutely fucking awesome. Just I'm like, let's just let it happen. Let it
You
just
might be
play out.
sorry.
Let's just let
But
it play
but
out.
let me tell you
Hold on.
something. What's your name, dipshit?
Oh,
I'm a successful business owner. I come from
Nice.
one of the poorest cities in America, Jackson, Mississippi.
Dude, I'm proud of you, man, but
Okay,
let's say you
I'm a
started that
successful
business
business
where
owner.
like in
I'm
Orland
a
Hills,
success. Listen,
Illinois,
no, just
and you
listen.
were constantly being bullied for having
Okay,
being a
go ahead.
minority, you know what I mean? Like it's not as simple as you think. One experience doesn't make it like all the same for like everyone. White
Okay,
supremacy does exist. I
so
so
I grew up around zero white people.
right,
Okay,
right. Okay,
so
cool.
you telling me people weren't bullied where I
Obviously people
grew up?
were bullied, but white supremacy definitely does exist. I'm from France. I'm from Lyons, right? I'm literally so I'm adopted. Okay, I lived in Lyons for like all my life. What do you think happened there when in Europe there were immigration problems? I literally was about to get deported when my parents weren't around. I was like 15. I was literally in a jail cell because they thought I was an immigrant. And the only reason why they thought that was because there was a huge immigration problem. And I'm not gonna say that French people are like racist, but they profiled me and they wanted me to leave because they didn't think I was a France citizen. So when I came to America, obviously I dealt with some like crazy racist white people. Obviously, when you say this like white supremacy doesn't exist, I think what you're saying is absolute bullshit, and I think you're stupid. Like
Okay,
that might have been like the most stupid sentence I've ever heard of a Trump supporter. And it's I'm gonna say this with
that's what you
honesty.
choose to believe. So when I woke
No,
up this
right.
morning,
I choose to believe this.
dipshit, when I woke up this morning, dipshit, guess what? I thank God for the day.
That's amazing. That's good.
And there's nothing anybody can do on this earth to stop me from achieving anything.
What does it have to do with ICE
yeah.
What does it
and white
have to do with
supremacy?
ICE?
Wait,
What does it have to do?
Skeet,
What does
wait.
that have to do? Hold on, dipshit. Hold
Yeah,
on,
my
dipshit.
bad.
What does it have to do with ICE?
Hold on, dipshit. Hold on. I hate calling you dipshit. That's crazy.
So
But
what it
You
has
can
to
just call
do?
me John.
okay,
What
John.
it has to do with ICE is
Yes, what does God and you waking up and saying your daily affirmations to yourself, what does it have to do with that ICE are soldiers of white supremacy?
okay. So are all
Also, you got
white
someone simple for your ass.
are
Good
all
lord.
ICE soldiers white?
Oh no.
What?
Are all
Okay,
ICE
so
soldiers white?
do
You didn't hear that?
no, darling. Golly, I gotta stop calling people that. Listen, that part does not matter. Okay, because we're not talking about the individuals themselves. What we're talking about is actually the system. The system.
Okay, so we're talking
Okay,
about the brown
system in
people.
which, and
We're
I'm so
talking about the
sorry.
brown
I'm so
people.
sorry. The host is speaking.
Okay, go ahead. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you. As I was saying, we're talking about the system in which whiteness is being upheld as the dominant. Okay, that's what we're talking
Okay.
about. Okay, we're talking
Okay.
about the victimization, the subjugation, and also the exploitation of Black and Brown people. Okay, I
Okay.
need you to understand that we're not talking about individuals. Okay, the system of white supremacy, all right, is literally baked into every single institution within the United States of America, all right, and also globally. Globally,
Okay.
white supremacy has impacted many Black and Brown nations via, as I mentioned earlier, imperialism and colonialism. We can look at places like, I have a focus on Guatemala. We can look at places like what's happening right now in Venezuela. Someone is tapping. Someone's tapping.
That's my bad.
Okay. so
Okay.
we can look at places like that. We can look at many places on the continent of Africa. We can look at let's see here. We can look at South Africa. We can look at Zimbabwe. We can look at Kenya. We can look at many different places, all right, where colonialism and imperialism have reared its ugly head, and how that has impacted the people, the material conditions of their lives. Okay.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
what I'm saying is They're agents of white supremacy because they're targeting Black and brown people, the same people in which the home countries that they have gone into. Someone said it earlier that, oh, well, it's a lot of Guatemalans being deported because there's a lot of them here. Well, why is it a lot of Guatemalans here in the United States of America? Could it be that the United States, way back in the 1950s, staged a coup, an operation in their country that led to a 36 years long civil war that did not end until the 1990s? All right. And these people are still suffering from it today. Okay. So could it be that they are heading north for a greater opportunity here in the United States of America? That could be one of the reasons why. We can ask the same about Hondurans. We can ask the same about who else? I'm so sorry. Nicaraguans. Okay. So we have to realize why these people are actually coming here. And it is because of the negative impacts of white supremacy, the dominance of white people, of that being upheld.
So I would then ask you, why would I not then be grateful to be a first-class citizen of the country that everybody is trying to escape their country to
You
be a
think you're a
citizen
first
of?
class citizen?
I am. I have first-class citizenship.
Bitch, I'm a dog. Thank you so much for the corgi. Thank you, Cox, for the corgi. Thank you.
The many African people that visit my barbershop in Dallas, Texas, will tell me how hard it is to become a first-class citizen,
What's a first
and how
class citizen?
grateful you should be, or we are, to be first-class citizens.
What does that mean?
What is a first class citizen?
You're a first-class citizen. You have first-class citizenship in America as a Black person
No, what
in
does
this
that
country.
mean,
No,
first
what the
class citizen?
exactly?
Define it.
Let's look it up.
Because
No, you tell
a
us. You used it.
Ghanaian from Ghana is a Black person in the United States of America. So what does it mean to be a first class citizen? You said it. You have to tell us what it means.
Right? Because I want to be a first class citizen.
You are a first-class citizen in this country. When you're born, you are
How can she
born
be a first class
with a
citizen?
birth
I don't know
certificate
what
and
it is.
first-class citizenship in America.
No, define it for us. What does it mean?
Look, I don't want to misdefine the exact
Bro,
definition.
just look it up and tell us, please.
Yeah,
Misdefine.
yeah, I'm not sitting in front of my computer. I think
First class citizen is
Erica
wild.
might. You don't think you're a first-class citizen?
It's not a thing.
It's not a real thing.
What is it?
It sounds made up.
Yeah, it's a figurative. It's a figure of speech. It sounds like it's not something that's literal. But yeah, while he looks that up, let me say a few thank yous. Shout out to Heather. I don't think Heather is here, but she sent this earlier. She sent the $1.11 because she knows I love a good angel number. All right, so shout out to Heather. Thank you all so very much. Also, shout out to Samantha for the 5. Samantha says, sending well wishes your way early today. Thank you for all you do. Thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate you, love. Oh, Heather sent that early too. All right, and let me check here. Primary. There we go. Hey, shout out to Taro for the 10. Taro said, happy birthday, Bubba. You are a wonderful, artistic young person, a person, man. We all want you to have a perfect birthday. All right, give him everything he wants and make sure you do too. I'll have fun. I'm pretty sure I'll have fun. He's going to run my pockets dry. Okay, thank you so much, Taro, for the birthday love for the bubs. Thank you so very much. Drop some hearts in the chat for our donors, guys. Drop some hearts in the chat. And if you'd like to support me, support the stream, or show Bubba some birthday love, links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle, everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. And also shout out to Sean for the $5 super chat. Sean said, when these people try to sound like they're the most intelligent person in the room, I don't know if I should pity them or laugh. Tough decision there, Sean. Tough decision.
I pity the fool.
Them? You pity the fool? No, I don't pity the fool.
Wait, does Skeet celebrate Martin Luther King Day?
I don't know. We're going to find out. But if you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat like Sean did. Thank you all so much again for the love, because everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. All right. So let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. All right. We'll find out after he tells us what a first class citizen is.
I'm on pins and needles. And guys, please keep tapping the screen. Let's get Erica up to 200,000 Ks. And she already mentioned her links earlier in the bio. Black Women's Labor is not free. You know, we all love Erica. She's educational and we love being here, right? So show her that you love being here and do all the good things. Thank
We
you.
love it.
Dipshit, I think I like you.
Thank you. I
You
like
see,
you too, man.
you came in here with MAGA violence.
He's trying.
I mean,
Man,
cause like
I
I
like
don't.
all of you guys.
So I'm not gonna lie,
I
I don't
respect
like it.
everybody's opinion.
Like I don't
I
like it when
respect
people
everybody's opinion.
misrepresent
Pete,
like
I was
the
talking to Dipshit.
ideology
Or John, sorry.
of like
Okay.
anything. Sorry, my bad. Like how he's displaying himself. He's saying that white supremacy doesn't exist because if you think it doesn't exist, it doesn't exist. That's like me saying that if Skeet, what I can think Skeet is white if I think he's white. No, dude, that's not how it works. Things can exist whether you believe it or not. It's not just because something like you think isn't happening doesn't mean something isn't happening. Like that was like the most stupid thing I heard someone like say ever, like in the past few weeks.
Maybe as a 20-year-old
And
that hasn't experienced
I work.
much.
So
Maybe
I own a
when I was
store,
20
right?
years old, maybe when I
Right.
was 20 years old, I thought just like you. So
Right. Okay. Cool.
so
I was
when
Hold on,
thinking.
guys. Hold on. I gotta ring
so
the
I
bell.
respect I
Hold
respect
on,
I
guys.
respect your
Hold
opinion.
on. I gotta ring the bell. Ding, ding. Okay, go.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here's the thing, right? Okay, so I have a question for you. Right? Because a better example would be like you saying that because I don't believe that my cancer is there, then it's not there. You know, it doesn't exist. That would be like a better
Right.
example. All right, it's delusional to think that way, and I'm putting that nicely. It's not like a swipe at you. That's really what it is. To deny the existence of something just because you don't believe in it does not mean that it isn't real. All right, is racism real, Skeet?
Is racism real? Of course.
Okay,
Of
all
course.
right. So tell us, please. All right. First things first is because I got two questions for you, and I have some more because we're gonna walk
Okay.
through this. We are. You and I are gonna walk through this. Okay.
Okay.
So first things first is tell us what the first class citizen is, and then secondly, tell us what racism is.
I just want to say I can't believe he's like an active Christian, right? And in the Bible, Samson was literally like up against people who supremaced the Philistines or whatever, right? So so Samson was literally like being fought at because he wasn't a Philistine. So that's an example of supremacy. Not, I mean, it could be white supremacy, but dude, that's just like if you believe in the Bible, literally. I don't know, man. Ski, I just don't
This is
think
the second night in
you're
a
a real
row that I've
person.
gotten some like
What
Maga on
what's
Maga
Philippians
violence.
4:13?
Oh, we're not
Oh
doing
my
Bible
goodness, I
talk.
did
Chill
not say
out.
Philippians 4.
You just said if
I
I
said
believe in the
Philistines. You
Bible.
know who the Philistines
I
were?
said
my
you said if
God.
you believe in the Bible. So Philippians
Lord
4:13
have
tells me
mercy.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Was the Bible not talking to me?
Bro.
Was the Bible not speaking to me?
Dude. Wait, can
Bruh.
you? Oh my goodness.
One
Yo,
moment.
So
Ski.
tell me
Hey,
dipshit, what can I do? What can I do? Tell me
You
what
know what you should do? You should go to like
what
a
can a white
overly
man stop me
racist.
from doing right now? What
So I'm gonna have to remind you both, people with the penis. Okay, this is my juke joint. All right, I want you to stop talking
Right?
over each other. All right, like if you're gonna be here, we gotta stop talking over each other. That's the first part. The next part is we're not doing Bible talk. I didn't ask for that conversation. I had two very specific questions that I did ask, and I would like an answer to. All right, so
right. And I was answering and then we started talking about the
excuse
Philistine.
me. The thing is, you have to
Calm
let me
yourself.
finish a sentence, sir. All right, you're jumping in to say all of that when you have no reason to. Now, as I was saying, I had two very specific questions that I want answered. All right, Skeet, I will send you a request to unmute. Please answer the questions. All right, again, what is a first class citizen? And what is racism?
I feel like he's teacupped several times
He has. Like, should
in
we play
order
the
to get
whole
this
music?
answer.
I'm playing the whole music.
Can you hear me?
No, now
Well,
I
now we
can.
can.
So
So if
here's
Okay.
the
you're
I thought
deal.
you
teacupping, we
could hear
can't
me.
hear
I've been
you.
talking.
So
So a
when
first class citizen is somebody.
just one moment, Shauna. One moment. Let him come back because he's talking right now.
He was about to tell us, and then he teacupped
Can you
away.
hear me?
No, we can't. When you're off the app, if you
Oh,
can't
okay.
see us, we can't hear you. Okay.
Just
So
reading.
a first class citizen is somebody that gets to enjoy all the rights and protections of society. They're able to vote.
But it's just an American citizen.
Bruh.
They have the right to privacy and due process.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the rights of a first class citizen.
So that is the right of a first class citizen. So are you telling me
Correct.
that Black people in the United States
Yes,
of
I
America
am.
get
I
to
am
vote?
reading. I am reading off Google.
I'm so sorry. Don't be in the chat. You're on the panel. Focus on the panel. I'm serious. Don't be in the chat. If you want to be back in the chat, I can definitely send you back there. But
Happily.
let's focus here, please. All
Right.
right. So, are you telling us that Black people here in the United States have always enjoyed the full benefits of rights and protections in the United States of America?
Absolutely not. We fought for the rights
Oh, okay.
to
All right.
be first class citizens.
Okay. Okay. So, what do you think upheld the institution of slavery?
What do I think upheld the institution of slavery?
Yes.
Um,
What would be that system?
are you trying to say it's white supremacy? It's
I'm
a, it's
not
a lot of
trying to.
things.
I am saying that it was white supremacy
So we
because
were
white
sold.
supremacy, white
We were
supremacy is
sold.
one moment. Don't say
Okay.
anything. Please don't say nothing stupid.
I
I
thought you
really
asked a
hope you
question.
don't. I really don't. White supremacy would be the system, all right, and within that system was the institution of slavery.
Correct.
That's what upheld it. Because again,
Correct.
who was dominant?
Who was dominant?
Yeah, who was dominant during slavery? Who was dominant?
Oh, the whites, the
And
Europeans.
what did they do to maintain dominance?
They enslaved Black people from Africa.
They enslaved Black people. They weren't
Right.
always, they didn't always come from Africa to be enslaved. That's not how it always worked. Slavery, like the transatlantic slave trade, stopped in, I believe, the 1810s, I do believe. And in
Right.
doing so, they started breeding us. So they came right here from this land.
Correct. Chattel
Okay.
slavery.
No, chattel slavery existed before breeding.
That
Chattel
is chattel
slavery
slavery.
existed way before breeding happened. Chattel slavery goes all the way
Breeding
back
is
to the
chattel slavery.
1600s.
That is chattel slavery.
It is chattel slavery. Well, it's a
That's what
part
makes
of
slavery
it.
in America. That's
But
what
the
makes
way in which
slavery in
you
America
state
the
it is
worst of
very
all time.
important. The way in which you state things is very important. I don't want people thinking that chattel slavery started with breeding us. It did not. It was way prior to. Chattel slavery only means that you are born into slavery. All right. So if you're a slave, then that means your children will be a slave. That's what it means. And then your children's children. Okay? That's what chattel slavery is. Shauna, hold on one moment, Skeet. I need to talk to my moderator. Shauna, you know what behooves me?
What behooves you?
What behooves me is that ultra crepidarians want to try to tell us what it is that we know and don't know.
Yep.
And I always think that's funny because I always have to keep the poker face of like, okay, you got it. But be so fucking for real. What are we doing here?
I don't know. There's someone by the name of Janine all in the chat. She gifted Skeet heavily, and I think she should come up.
Like Derek is.
I think she should come up and have a chat with you or a
Yo, no
conversation with
sneak
you.
this, but bro, like the way you talk, Ski, this is definitely why you're a barber, bro. Cause you're stupid as shit.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I'm not only a barber, but I don't trade insults.
You're also a retard, man.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
trade.
No.
I don't trade
We don't do
insults.
slurs.
I don't trade
Sorry,
insults.
John. We don't do that here.
We don't do
Yeah,
slurs
sorry,
here.
brother.
We do not dabble in the ableism. You can call someone stupid.
Yeah,
You're not gonna
because I
call them a
really
People are
slur.
stupid and idiots, but we don't do the
we
R
don't do
word. Sorry.
ableism.
right.
No.
No matter what we think,
Tap,
this
tap,
is
screen.
this is all different points of view. This is all different points of view.
Well, I mean, there's points of view and then there's facts. That's the thing about it. Is like
So
you
the
can't
fact-
deny. Hold on, you can't deny facts because they exist. They are what they are. They've been proven. All right. And so
Right.
I know there's something that you want to respond to. I still have my second question that I want answered, like what is racism? But we will get back to that. All right. What I want to move into now is the actual present, because you don't think that white supremacy exists. All right. You think it's a figment of our imaginations or whatever, or it doesn't. Well, actually, I want to clarify something for you. All right. Does white supremacy exist for like other people, but it just doesn't exist for you? Or do you believe that it doesn't exist in its entirety?
I believe it absolutely exists if you believe in it. So if that's what you believe,
Larry, non-answer.
for example,
You're not answering the question.
oh, would you like a different answer?
But you're not answering the question. Okay, so my question is, all right, because it's not about a belief. I just want to. I'm trying to get you to understand that. Okay.
Okay.
Whew,
Okay.
Shauna, step in at any time if you want to. What I'm trying to understand for you. And also, someone in the chat put like Santa. Yeah, like is this like Santa Claus? Like if I believe in Santa Claus, then Santa Claus is
Yeah.
real. But if you don't,
Yeah. Kinda.
nigga.
Kinda.
Well, wait a minute. Hey, Skeet, how are you
Hold on.
celebrating MLK Day?
How am I selling MLK Day?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I took the day off. I didn't work. Went to the parade downtown Dallas this morning.
But you don't believe in white supremacy.
No, I don't. Myself personally, no, I don't.
What
But
do
you're
you think
celebrating
that?
MLK Day.
What do you think that Martin Luther King Jr. was fighting against?
Oh, I am confused.
What do I think he was fighting against? I think that's a totally different topic on what I think that whole movement was about and what it was centered around.
I'm gonna
I
go
think
get her.
that's a whole different topic for like maybe a different subject you might have on your platform a different day. But if we're speaking about white supremacy, it is something that I choose not to base my life around.
No one's asking you to base your life around it. You don't have to base your life around something because I don't even know what that means. I would ask you to elaborate, but I fear you don't have the ability to do so. And I say that with respect, just based off of the conversation that we've had thus far. Because literally, like, how can you say that it's not something you base your life around? Like, actually, I'm gonna ask you, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What you mean you don't base your life around it?
I don't believe there's any white man that can stop me from achieving anything I wish to do on this earth.
I think it's
And there's
absolutely
something wrong with it.
so reductive. All right, to think that is a man, like there's a literal man that is doing it when we are talking about a system in its entirety. All right, when did you open up your barbershop?
I've owned my barbershop for 2 years now.
For 2 years now? Okay, so you got yours during the Biden administration, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And I did vote for Joe Biden in the second term.
Okay. Okay.
hmm
So here's the thing. All right. Again, white supremacy is a system. All right. It is a system, again, that is baked into every institution in our country. We see it in things like banking, okay, where Black people are more likely to be denied a loan, even with the same qualifications or credentials, whichever word it is you want to use, than a white person is. Okay.
Correct. I agree.
You agree with that, but you
hmm
don't. Okay, the fuck? Okay.
Well, now I'm
Also,
discombobulated.
It's
I'm
not
so
nice.
close. That doesn't make any
Why
sense.
we gotta
We
do that? Why we gotta
also,
do all
one
that?
moment, please, because
Because you're
your
confusing
logic isn't
us.
consistent. It's also something that we see in housing. Okay, we can use
Right.
appraisals as a gauge here. All right, a home in a Black neighborhood is going to be valued as less than a home in a white neighborhood. But then also, if we have a home that has, let's say, family photos or insignia or art such and such that makes a person think that is a Black person living there versus
hmm
the home next door, that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't, the house
Mm-hmm.
that has the black people stuff in it, just to put it simply, all right, is going to be valued at a lesser amount. These are proven studies. I don't mind getting them for you. All right.
That's a proven
Oh,
study. I agree.
yeah.
I
Okay. Oh
agree.
my God. Okay. So, and that
I
dates back
agree.
to
I keep telling you, I
redlining,
agree with a lot of things you say.
but yet you don't believe that white supremacy is real. Like we have
um,
things
I
done.
think,
Hold
I
on one
think
moment. I have one
you.
more to go over with
Okay.
you.
Okay.
We
I
have
got you.
things that can date back to the New Deal with FDR that black people were not able to take advantage of. All right, like the HOLC, which actually amortized home loans, and instead of having to pay balloon payments at the end, people were able to pay their mortgage over a longer time frame, so they could pay towards the interest than the principal to avoid those balloon payments. That's how we got the 30-year mortgage, right? White people were able to take advantage of that. All right, things like the GI
Mm-hmm.
Bill, black people weren't able to take advantage of that until the 50s. It went into place in the 40s with World War II. We weren't able to
Right.
take advantage of it. All right,
Right.
but here's the thing, things like that allowed white people, all right, to build generational wealth, which they are still building to this day. That's why in about
Absolutely.
15 to 20 years, when the baby boomers start to unalive, to die off, I say the words here, to die off, all right, they're going to be passing down the greatest wealth transfer in American history, all right, to their Gen Z and millennial children, is what they're going to be doing, which is going to put
Absolutely.
black people at a significant disadvantage. But that's literally white supremacy, because that's systemic racism. It's the upholding of whiteness as dominant. And you're saying that you don't believe in it. That doesn't make any sense.
So, okay, from that standpoint, from what you just described, like, of course, there are a lot of advantages that white people have today because of what they did in the past. Correct.
Do what they're
So
still
let's
doing.
right. So let's look at this. Let's look at this nation. Okay. So as we speak about white supremacy and how they're able to generate all of this wealth through generations and pass it on, and able to really cater the entire society to their well-being and securing the well-being of the generations to come. We have to think about it and be realistic on what it took for them to get that. Okay. So
Did he just say what it took for them to get that? Shauna,
He
is that
sure
what
America,
you?
did. He
I'm so sorry.
sure
This was
did.
government welfare. All it took
back,
was a swipe of a pen.
sweetie, America has
Don't call me
gone
sweetie.
to
Did you just call her sweetie?
Don't call me sweetie.
yeah, I think
Her
she's
name is
sweet.
Erica.
Okay, Erica.
Don't call me sweetie.
Okay,
Thank you.
Erica. America has gone to war with every nation on the planet, correct?
No, you'd be wrong. We haven't gone to war
America
with
has
every
gone to
single
war
nation,
with
but we've gone
every
to war to a
nation,
lot. So what do you
every
mean?
nation. America has gone to war with every nation on the planet, correct?
No.
Okay, who have we not gone to war with?
I don't know. You answered that question, but it ain't been every
No,
nation.
you said no, so I
It's
asked you.
over 140 countries. What are we doing?
How many wars have we fought?
Many,
How many
but not with
wars
every
has the white
nation.
man
This is
fought to secure?
stupid.
Oh
It's
my
not stupid.
Yeah,
fucking
you're
god! I
getting
don't know what
hung
this
It's
up
not
on
is.
this.
stupid.
What
This
It's
is
is
not
the
crazy.
stupid.
point?
What does
It's
this have
not
to do with
stupid.
ICE?
That's not stupid.
Get to
I tr-
the
I tried to look. I tried to keep it on
point.
the ice. I tried to keep it on the ice
No,
thing.
you didn't.
No, you didn't. You
Yeah,
literally said that you don't believe in white supremacy. You're a black man in the United States of America saying that you don't
yeah.
believe in white supremacy.
No, I don't.
Dude, you are black. You are 6 times more likely to
You
be stopped by the police in the United States of America. Like, that's what you are. You're 6 times more likely to be stopped by the police. Okay. All right.
okay?
If you
But
ever were to commit a crime here, all right, you're more likely, 7.5 times more likely to have a wrongful conviction. Okay, that's what it is. You're 19% more likely to receive a longer sentence than a white person who committed the same crime and who also has it as a first offense, just like you. So there's that. I mean,
Okay,
like this is
are these
systemic,
things I
bro.
should be thinking about? Are these things that I should
What
be
do you
thinking
mean when
about
you
every
say
day?
thinking about every day? What do you mean by that?
Jesus.
So when you read a book, when you open up a book that has anything to do with self-improvement,
Oh my God, here we go with the self-improvement again.
I mean, here we go with the white supremacy thing again.
Because that's what this is what the live is about. We're talking about ICE, or told you,
Right.
white
And I'm
supremacy.
saying that by me removing the white man that can stop me from doing anything,
My
the white
fucking God.
man can't let me do this. Oh, I can't do this because of the white man.
Bruh, I don't
Oh,
mean to
I
cut you
can't
off,
do
but you
this.
sound so
It
fucking
has,
stupid right now.
ma'am,
You sound crazy.
it has freed me.
It is free.
I'm free mind, body, and soul as soon as I stop believing that the white man controls me.
Okay,
You can't tell me how I feel.
Take a breath.
You
No, I
can't.
can't tell you how to feel. I would never invalidate your feelings, but you still sound fucking stupid. You sound crazy.
Hi,
Listen to
Smitty.
yourself.
Smitty, are you I'm sorry. Do you disagree with the background? I gotta stop asking that Trump question. Do you disagree with the background, ma'am?
Okay, I am seriously, you guys do not think I'm trying to brag. I am a doctoral student at the University of Denver in Colorado.
Shout out to you.
Thank you. My cognate is in critical race theory, and I'm sorry, Skeet, you really need to read up on what is actually going on. Erica, everything you are saying is effing correct.
I tried.
Okay, and everybody else on this panel, besides Skeet, you guys have it. Okay, what is happening right now? And Skeet, you don't understand that because of the fact that you are walking around with black skin makes you a target. All right, what you don't get, and with you saying that there's no supremacy in this, where do you have a degree? Have you been to school? I don't even understand why you don't get this. What she is saying, everything that Erica is telling you is correct. And everything, and I think, Sean, I think you chimed in on this where you are right too. What he's not getting, and I don't know what your age is. I'm 56 and I have seen everything that we are talking about in my little 56 years. All right. My father was not able, and this is a man that has actually accomplished more things in life than a black man. He was a federal judge. A federal judge he made it to as a black man coming up, and he was 87 years old when he passed away, almost 88. And this man accomplished more things in life that I will probably ever. Now, and I don't mean to digress, but what I'm saying is that you are going the wrong way. You're almost, I swear, when I first came on here, I popped on about 15 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm hearing is a Kanye West bullshit type of thing, mentality that's going on. And yeah, I said it. But
You're good.
what you're not
Kanye West has the best mentality.
I'm sorry, what?
Shush. Go ahead, Miss Smitty. You got it.
Who is Jerry? Who is Jerry?
Let's quit the nonsense. I'm not gonna cuss in front of this nice lady. You got it,
But
Miss Smitty.
Okay, but what I'm saying is you guys have to understand, it is not going to go away. Chattel was real. And unfortunately, this country still looks at us as chattel. And we will never, ever be looked at different because the culture of power, which is, let's just say, white people, all right, is what rules. Okay, you can't get past it, and you damn sure can't say, excuse my language, you cannot say that it does not exist. It exists every time you, sir, walk out of your house, Skeet. Every time you walk out of your house, you are a target. You don't even understand that. You are a target. And you may not, just because somebody smiles in your face or they give you what you want, I swear, if you try to go for the ultimate of your dreams, I promise you, you will have to fight hard as hell or you won't get it. And that's coming from a woman that is probably 3 times your age. And I'm trying to tell you, and Erica,
Yes, ma'am.
you have the most beautiful skin, and your brown skin is beautiful, and you know what I mean? But
Period.
Thank you.
you know, your brown skin is beautiful, but your brown skin blocks you from
Brown
certain
skin. You
Jerry,
know I like that.
stop. I'm gonna drop you.
whatever.
Stop. Oh, I definitely know. No,
But
the
your brown skin traps you from even though I keep coming on this. I found you the other night,
oh, cool.
and I cannot get off of your, you know.
I'll take it.
I'm saying because I was like, finally, I found a site that I can go on, which is actually freaking intelligent and has something to say. This Black woman is intelligent. She's smart as hell, has got something to say, and don't, you know, and I'm like, finally, she gets it. She gets it. And the people that come on here, Sean, you get it. And I love it
Oh, absolutely.
because, but I don't understand, Skeet. I'm serious right now. I don't understand where you get it. I don't know. And I just sent Erica a message earlier. I typed it in there. I was like, is he playing with us or is he real? Is he for real? Is he just trying to bring up just trying to be, you know, the antithesis of everything that we're trying to say here on this? Or is he kidding? Like,
We
I
don't
can't
know
even take this
sometimes.
seriously right now.
Camera's about to go out.
Uh-oh.
I knew it. I can
Uh-oh.
see it. All right, but
She'll be
you,
she'll be right back.
can
I'm
you
sorry.
have
Did I
Hector-
say something wrong?
No, it's the camera. It got warm. Is Hector here?
Hector is here. I saw him.
Is
I
he
thought
able
I
to
saw
come
him.
up?
Hector, can you come up? I'll let you up.
There he goes. Okay.
I'm like sitting here like shaking because
I can tell.
I just can't believe that a Black man would even part his lips to say things that he's saying.
The only thing he cares about, Miss Smitty, is opening up his self-help book. That's all he cares about at this point.
Miss Smitty, that was a wonderful statement that you made. Everything you said, you know, I totally can understand where you're coming from. But it's a couple things that you said. You said, as a Black man, I am trapped. As a Black man, I am a target. And those just aren't things that I'm willing to say to myself at this stage in my life.
Is it because you've never seen it happen
No,
to you?
I am trapped. Thinking that I am trapped doesn't make me feel strong. That doesn't
Okay.
make me feel like a leader. That doesn't make me feel like somebody that can raise 2 strong Black boys that I have.
Well,
I am trapped.
okay.
I am
But let me,
trapped. That's not something that I will pass along
okay.
to my children.
Well, Skeet, maybe I misspoke. Maybe trap.
I am a target. It's
I-
not something that I will pass down to my kids if I want them to be the strongest and have the strongest mind that they possibly can have.
But then you're
Because
doing
when
your
you
children
speak
a great
about the very
disservice.
people, when you speak about the very people that you think are superior to you,
I
Okay,
don't think
those-
anybody's
no,
superior
are those
to
no,
are
me.
those the
no. What you're
messages?
not
No, no,
about
no.
to do.
Are
No, no, no.
What you're
I didn't.
not
I
about to
didn't.
do is put words in her mouth. Let's not do that.
Okay, thank you. Hector.
Don't do
Thank
that.
you.
Nope, nope,
Thank
nope,
you.
nope, nope, nope.
No, because I didn't say that.
We know.
Oh,
Okay.
we know. Oh, for sure.
Okay.
I wasn't even listening, and I know you didn't say that. Here's the thing. It's not about placing a target on your own back or anything. It's literally just about being aware of the world in which you live in. All right. Unfortunately, our children can't move the same way that white kids move. They just can't do it. All right. I wish that they could, but they can't. They have to be aware. My son cannot go outside right now and play with a toy firearm because Tamir Rice showed us, all right, that he could be killed because of it. Shot within 1.3 seconds of encountering the police officer. He didn't even have an opportunity to say
Yep.
it's a toy.
Yeah.
All right. Trayvon Martin shows that my Black son cannot walk through a neighborhood, okay, with his hoodie on. All right,
Yep.
because he could be seen as a threat. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So there are certain conversations, Skeet, that we have to have with our children so that they
Yeah.
can be aware. Because I would rather my child be prepared for what comes his way when it comes to dealing with racism,
Yes.
when it comes to dealing with prejudice. Right? I'd rather him be aware than to be ignorant and have harm done to him. I want him to be prepared. That's
Miss
not putting a
Erica,
target on his back.
how
Yes,
old
ma'am.
is your son? How
He,
old is your son?
oh, he'll be 12 in 2 weeks. On the 30th, he'll be
Okay.
12.
Mine is 27, but
Oh,
I've had to tell him since he was 10 that you are a black boy.
yep.
And I had him in private schools. I'm not gonna lie. I had him in private schools because when in Ohio, the schools there just weren't up. I just wanted him to be in a private Christian school
Makes
in a
sense.
setting where he wouldn't have to deal with certain things. And maybe, that's my fault, but the kid knows now. He's old enough to know what is and what is, and he knows that his mama don't play. And when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to, he knows that he knows what you and I know.
Yeah.
He knows what it is. He knows what it is. So my son would never go on and say that white supremacy does not exist, or white supremacy isn't what we're making and I'm using the air quotes right now.
I
You
got
can't
you.
see me, but I'm using the air quotes, that white supremacy is what, a figment of our imagination. I don't think so.
It is not. But Miss Smitty, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot you a
Okay.
follow. I'm gonna have to do it. I don't know how to follow people on this.
I'm
On
sorry if I'm talking too much,
Oh
but
no, you're perfectly
I'm just all
fine.
riled up right now.
You're good.
I
No,
I
you're
think
perfectly
from
fine.
studio, if you click on their face in the chat
Yeah, I just
for
followed her
that
as well
region,
from the panel.
Okay. Can you say something in the chat for me? Because I
you
don't know how
should
to
be
work
able to
this
find
thing.
it. Yeah.
But I'm going to shoot you a follow because I definitely appreciate your perspective. And I just want to thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and let you
Thank
down,
you.
but thank you so, so very much for coming up. I appreciate you.
Actually, Eric, I'll share their profile with you.
Thank
That'll just
Okay,
do
you.
you
great.
the.
Thank you. All right. Drop some hearts in the chat for Miss Smitty, y'all. Drop some hearts in the chat. That is awesome. Like, you're not just recognizing that something is real, Skeet, all right, does not mean that you are a victim. It doesn't mean that because I already know that's where you're going. I talk to way too many people like you to not know that's where you're going. All right. Okay. So here's the thing. Okay. Black people, especially in the United States of America, and I'm just going to focus here on the US. All right. Black people here in the United States of America, we have been victimized, but we are not victims. Okay. Despite all all, all right, that the system of white supremacy has tried to do, all right, to marginalize us, to keep us down, to hold us back, to make us feel inferior, all of the things that they tried to do. And I could list so many different examples. All right, when we tried to build our, well, not tried to, when we built our own cities, going even as far back as Seneca Village in New York City, all right, they flooded it. Okay, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Greenwood, they burnt it down. Rosewood, they burnt it down. All right, they burnt our cities down. Whenever we tried to build hundreds of them, they burnt them down. Okay, they got rid of them because they saw that we could excel without them. All right, and the narcissist does not like that. Okay, then also they tried to keep us out of schools. If it wasn't for the freemen, yes, the freedmen in the South, they wouldn't have schools because the freedmen are the ones who actually started the schools in the South so that the children could have a place to go to actually learn how to read and write after we gained our freedom. Okay? And they took that from us and told us that we couldn't go to school. But yet, still we rise. Right? Black women are the most educated demographic in this country. We hold the most degrees. So there's that.
Period.
All right? Now, they also told us that, you know what, you can't serve in the military. They told us that you couldn't serve in the military. But the Tuskegee Airmen are one of the most decorated group of airmen to ever friggin' serve in the United States military. And that was a fully black platoon there, fully black group.
They even
Like,
went as far as to tell black women that they can't put capital behind black women's businesses.
Yep.
Fearless Fund 2023.
yet black women still own more black owned businesses than black men do within our demographic. We
So
hold
he's just
that.
picking up the wrong books. He's picking up the
Like,
wrong books.
I'm not sure. You say you're in Dallas, bro. Like, I'm not sure what it is you're reading or who you're hanging around with. All right. But yes, we have been victimized in this country, but we are not victims. I just need you to understand that. So telling your children about the system in which they live in, this world, this country specifically, all right, is not going to basically diminish them in any way, shape, or form. If anything, it'll have them better prepared to deal with the ills in which this society tries to place upon us. I need you to understand that.
I hope he's listening.
He probably ain't. I don't care. Somebody in the chat heard. I don't know.
Absolutely. I'm listening. I'm
Right.
listening.
To the person who keeps tagging me in the chat asking to come up, do I look like Erica Shante to you? This is her
Absolutely.
live. Ask the right questions to the right people. I was just going to say, the only thing I took a slight issue with, although I understood the statement, I forgot what exactly the word that she used, but essentially, Erica just summarized it as well. We have been victimized. We are not victims.
Exactly.
We can do quite literally every single thing Erica just said. But it's the fact that we oftentimes will be victimized upon doing it compared to the white person. We can do anything in this country. We will get different results.
Exactly. And what that it goes down to is that boils down to that we do not have equity in this country. All right. We do not have the removal of barriers. Whereas another person, a white person, all right, they don't have the barriers in which we have in place for us. They don't have to worry about systemic racism. They don't have to worry about how their hair looks. They don't. They don't have to worry about how their hair looks. They don't have to deal with colorism. And that's internally, that's within us. They don't have to deal with that. Right? They don't have to be worry about, I really have to fix this camera and I'm going
I was
to.
gonna say, I keep giving you air high fives.
Yeah, like boom, high fives.
High
I don't know what's
five,
wrong
high
with it
five.
today. It's getting on my nerves. But they don't have to deal with those things. They don't have to deal with those hurdles. We do. All right. And I'm actually
Absolutely.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Skeet. Are you
Okay.
FBA?
Yeah, I would say of course.
No, I knew it.
No,
Friggin- I knew I should have ran it. I should have ran it. FBA are agents of white supremacy. I'm gonna run it one day, but I'm gonna have to be like
Well,
lit to do
well,
so.
let me ask you this, real quick, and I mean, I say I'm FBA because I think that stands for Foundational Black American. Is that correct?
Yes,
Or Fundamental Black American?
it's foundation.
Okay, yeah, I'd say that because foundationally, my lineage goes back in this country over 400 to 500 years. So not necessarily do I believe what that whole new movement is about, not necessarily, but as a foundational Black American, that family tree goes back in this country over 500 years, I would say yes, I am very foundational. I would look at other Black people from around the world, say from Brazil, from the Dominican, from Haiti, from Jamaica, really all around the world, the entire diaspora. And what I do find very common in those that I listed are they are very proud of where they come from. Would you say so? Would you say that a Jamaican is very proud to be a Jamaican?
What?
I don't know
I'm
what the
just
fuck he's
asking a
talking
question.
about.
I'm just asking a question.
Sure.
Would you say a Dominican is very proud to be a Dominican?
See.
Okay, so those same countries experienced the same slavery that we experience in America. Would
head hurts.
you feel like you have more hurdles to climb?
Not to mention you just compared nationality to
No.
race.
No, it's
Jamaican is a
we're all the same.
nationality.
We're all the same race, correct? It
Dominican
is
is
a
a
nationality.
nationality.
Yes, we're the same race though.
The human race, but we know society doesn't go by that now, do they?
Okay. I mean, we can
Oh, are
pick
we
and
doing
pull
that?
apart as much as we can, but
And we live in a
why
country that determines damn near everything
why are
by
you
those
not
metrics that you're talking
proud?
about.
Why are you not proud to be an American?
I don't really get proud of locations. I'm proud of myself and who I am as a
So
person.
why are people proud to be Jamaican?
Because of Jamaican culture, Jamaican roots, several
Okay.
other factors. I
Right.
don't think our culture,
Right.
American culture, is rooted in,
So
you know,
being from Mississippi,
white
I come
supremacy
from a
and
lot of
chattel slavery and colonization. I don't blame anyone for not wanting to be proud of that.
I'm very proud of my
One
Mississippi
moment.
culture.
I
I
bet you
just
are.
need to.
I'm
I
very
need to-
proud. I'm
like,
very proud of my
okay,
Mississippi
I'm
Skeet.
so
culture.
sorry. Good God.
Shush.
Okay, trying to find the right words here, but I'm just gonna give everyone a timeout. And I'm gonna Hector. Matter of fact, Hector, can you please do a mod announcement if you can? If you can't, I got it.
Yes, and please check the Discord. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, theys, thems, and coon-ass niggas, welcome to the live. You are listening to Erica Shante, and the topic tonight is ICE are soldiers of white supremacy. If you have a disagreement with said topic, you may request up in the box. You're the demographic of people that she wants to talk to. If you don't, please don't request up in the box unless it's up to her discretion on letting, not that one, Erica, on letting certain friendlies up. Okay? So go ahead and do all the good things. Let's get the likes up to 250,000. I think we can do that easily. There's 621 people in here. We can do that within the next 20 minutes. I'm going to say 20 minutes. Tap that screen, show the algorithm you want to be here. Share out the live as well. We don't even have 100 shares and we have 600 people. That's kind of crazy. Let's get those shares up. Post it on your story, repost, copy the link, send it in your group chats. Do that. Send your daily heart me's if you have not. And we also have this donation gift goal here of the donuts. So donate your donuts. Donate your donuts. Thank you for the crown vintage. So do that. And then when you're done with that, you may check out the links in the bio for the other great ways to support this platform. Whether it's her other social media platforms such as the Tube, the Gram, or the Discord if you're a sub. Goddamn camera.
We was
No.
kangs.
We was
We was
kangs.
kangs.
Whether it is checking out the Zelle or the PayPal or the Venmo or my Cash App, because she doesn't have Cash App, you may use mine if you want to donate to this fantastic conversation, if you want to keep these streams going, if you want to get Erica the Capitol Hill. We greatly appreciate all of the donations that you guys send to the links in the bio. Thank you very much. Let's keep this show on the road.
Don't forget about the gift gallery.
Thank you so much, Anna. So if you look in the top left corner and you click on Erica's name and you scroll down, you're going to see B3 Gift Gallery. And you know what that means? There's 13 other gifts that we as a collective can knock out that really helps creators in the FYP, specifically the Black creators, that the algorithm notices them and keeps all the good things going. So consider knocking out one of those gifts. Consider knocking out all of those gifts. If you got it like that, I don't care. But let's also make sure, just as much as we're prioritizing the donuts and the gift goal, we also do the gift gals. This should be one of the first things that specifically fan club members should be doing every week. Please and thank you.
I don't think I'm mean enough because I did the same mod announcement earlier and everyone's like, fuck you, Shauna. I'm like, that's cool.
I don't know what it is. I think
I'm
it's
too sweet.
actually, we do know what it is. There's a reason why Erica calls me to yell at him.
Oh, yeah, because I'm a woman. I get it.
This is my fault. I know why it's doing it. It's because I didn't charge it last night. And so basically, as soon as it like gets a little bit warm, it turns off. So that's why. So yeah.
So it's overheating?
Yeah, the camera does that.
Oh, Erica, do you want to ask if this guy at the top is a Trump supporter? I don't think he is.
Yeah. Liberator, are you a Trump supporter and do you disagree with the background?
I am not a Trump supporter, and I do not disagree with the background. I wasn't aware that you was only inviting ops up. I would like to share just a little bit of why I do believe that ICE, their agents, are basically white supremacy. And then I'll drop right after I share that.
Okay, all right. I'll give you a minute. Go ahead.
All right.
Count two.
All right. So the key thing that I'm realizing is, as they are, first off, ICE has got more funding than any other federal agency when it comes to law enforcement. So it's basically a militia. And as they're rounding individuals up, they're talking about them placing these individuals in camps and all these different things, which they are doing. But what we're not really talking about is the power dynamic of it. There's only three types of power. You have money, you have resources, and you have people. By them removing these individuals, they are attacking the power of the people. And then also when it comes to resources, these are individuals who have been living in these communities. They have houses, they have vehicles, and there has yet to be a discussion about what is happening with financial matters as far as these houses or the banks collecting these houses or these cars going to be going to these different companies. What is actually happening with these resources? The reason why this is important is because as we look at our history, whether we going back into Jim Crow and we were looking at sharecropping when people was giving scripts for their work instead of actual cash, or we just start talking about who had access to land at certain points in time, the system is being structured to disenfranchise those that they don't want to empower. And as y'all spoke earlier, dominant culture is white supremacy culture because the way that it's actually structured in this country. Now, if we want to change what the dominant culture is, we have to unravel the white supremacist parts of it. But I'll go ahead and I'll land there and I'll go ahead and drop it, if that makes sense.
You sound like you read.
That's very true. All of it.
You're
No problem.
educated.
Thank you so much, Liberator. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming up. I mean, there's nothing else to be said. He said it all. He said it all. But
Can I
that's
say
what we
something
need.
really quick, Erica? Can I say
Sure.
something really quick? I appreciate the friendlies wanting to come up and, add to the conversation, but can y'all respectfully, please do it from the chat. We have said throughout the live, and Erica has said it multiple times, and now just Hector, ops only, okay? Erica wants to have a conversation with people who disagree with the prompt. Respectfully, please. Boundaries, people. Thank you.
Hi, hello. How are you guys doing?
Richard, you haven't been introduced yet, and Trey was before you. Okay, I have a few things to read off, so let me do that. This is a lot. Okay. Also, Shauna and Hector, did you all see the message in the mod chat? Thank you. We was kings.
Hold on.
Was it recent? I'll be right back.
Posted, well, like maybe 2 hours ago. I need you all to hold me to it. Hey, shout out to Vintage Frizzle for the $5. They said, I know you're exhausted. Please tell this man white supremacy is not Tinkerbell. Keep up the work. That's from a white woman, Skeet. Okay, is real. Is very real. All right, and also over on the tube, shout out to, let me make sure I get your name correct. I don't want to say it wrong. Shout out to Dylan. Dylan sent a Canadian $6.99 super chat. I'll do the math on that one day, Dylan, but thank you so much. And they said that super chat was down, couldn't donate. So sorry, but you're my fave debater for show. You're so smart and always right. Keep cooking these brainless cult members. I'm going to put that on my tombstone. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Drop some hearts in the chat for Dylan and to Vintage Frizzle, y'all. You guys are awesome. Thank you so very much. If you'd like to support me, support the stream, the links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo is also on Zelle. Oh wait, I also have a Zelle. It's everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. All right, and let's just keep doing all of the good things, guys, because everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. Let's go ahead and knock out these donuts. Let's knock out the donuts. Also, show love to Hector and Shauna while they are here, and let's again just do all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. All right. So Skeet, take a moment. Trey, I know who you are. I know that you disagree here. All right. If you get on my nerves, I'm gonna start calling you Jerry. All right, and then I'm just gonna have to get
I
rid
don't
of
know
you.
who
Okay?
Jerry. I
Don't
don't.
play
With
with
all
me.
due respect.
Listen,
Jerry,
listen.
you talking about the fake Rolex, Jerry?
They sound. Do you not hear him talking?
With all due
Listen to
respect,
him.
I don't know who. I don't know who Jerry
They the
is.
same
With all
person.
due respect.
Also, up top,
I know we
Richard.
all. I know all black people sound alike, but I'm not Jerry.
You sound nothing like Hector, nor do you sound anything like Skeet. So that disproves you right there. Whatever.
Yeah, Jerry, shut up.
So, Richard, are you do you oppose the background?
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm an op.
Is he
I
eating?
I think that's not true.
Okay. And how old are you for TikTok purposes?
29.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on mute. I'm sorry, he was chewing in my ear, y'all.
Oh, I'm sorry. I finished
No, go
chewing.
back on mute. Just go back on mute. Okay. So, Trey, why do you disagree with the background?
tell you. So I'll give you. So let's look at ICE for example. Okay. So ICE is a agency, right? So let's switch the demographics with white people in that agency with black women. So let's say ICE is 99% black women, right? And those black women have a job to do, right? Just like how black women do a lot of great things for this country, right? They be they get in position, right? Kamala Harris is a prosecutor, right? If she prosecutes a black criminal, is she upholding white supremacy? No. So that same logic applies to these black women. That same logic applies to black women. Let's say
Erica.
that make up 99% of ICE agency, right? Enforcing the laws of the land is not white supremacy. I know a lot of these Negroes in 2025 equate authority with white, equate education with white, uh, equate respectability politics with white, equate white Jesus with white, right? Those are the people that have inferiority complexes. But people who are in position of power and have a job to do is not upholding white supremacy. So if you're not going to call Kamala a white supremacist for being a prosecutor, don't call ICE agents a white supremacy. Change the demographics, change the people that's in ICE, change the people that's in the police force, and make sure it's black representation because we don't have a history of upholding white supremacy.
Jerry, what the hell are you talking about?
Who is Jerry?
I wish you stopped.
Oh, I'm asking you one question, ma'am. If 99% of the ICE agents was black women, right, and they're doing their job, they get what they get paid to do by sending undocumented immigrants back to their country, are they upholding white supremacy? Yes or no?
I'm so sorry. I wasn't listening. What was the question?
I'll restate it for you, ma'am. Okay. So if ICE agents was 99% black women, and they have a job to do by sending undocumented immigrants back to their country, are these women upholding white supremacy? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
What?
Shout out to the Gooch for the 5 for a kick, Jerry. So we have 5 in the fun. We have 95 to go. There's that. Thank you all so much. Links are in the bio. Everything with Erica.
Who is Jerry?
Everything with Erica is the name.
First
PayPal
of
and
all,
Venmo. Okay, brother.
Hold
Okay,
on, I'm about
brother.
to send you.
Hey, bro.
Hold on, I'm about to send you
Shut
9.
out.
I'm about to send you 900 hearts. Hold on, stay right. I'm gonna send you 900 hearts. Hold on.
I'm about to send you to hell.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you 900 hearts. See, just all right. I just gave you 900. All right, leave me. I don't know
you
who
mean.
the fuck Jerry is. Listen. I don't know who the fuck Jerry is, but if he sounds like me, I know he's a fucking brilliant man. So so Miss Erica. So can you?
I'm answering your question.
Yes. Explain why black women would be upholding white supremacy. Thank you.
Oh, because the whole purpose of this current administration's efforts with ICE, all right, is rooted in remigration. Do you know what remigration is?
Yeah, sending people back to their country.
Exactly. Yes. And remigration is a tenet, a principle that's upheld by who? It's really that simple. I kid you, it's super simple.
No, ma'am, you're wrong.
White supremacists. Yeah, it is.
White people. See, I apologize. Continue, ma'am.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
So this is where you guys fuck up at, right? So there's been times throughout history where black nations uphold their borders and they send other black people from other countries back to where they come from. Y'all think white people created upholding their borders? No.
Oh, actually, Jerry, we didn't have, before the creation of race, right? Before the creation of race, we didn't really have borders. What we had more so is territories. Yes, people protected their territories, but these weren't borders where people had to go through some type of official process in letting people in and out of the country. They didn't do that. And you know this for a fact.
First of all, ma'am, we have 50 million people born in another country that currently lives in the United States. If China was to do this, y'all wouldn't have a problem with it. If Mexico was to do this, you guys wouldn't have a problem. If Mexico was to send people from Nicaragua back to their country, you guys wouldn't be calling it YT supremacy, right? But since this is a trigger word for a lot of black people to frontline things for the Hispanic community, right? Then we use these words so we can crash out for a group of people who don't give a hell about us, right? Because what's going to happen is we already struggling as black people by being a minority. Now imagine being the second biggest minority instead of the first and bringing a new demographic in. So if we're not getting shit while being the second biggest population in the United States, what do you think is going to happen when we're the third biggest, when we're the fourth biggest? We're not going to get shit.
Why am I not
Shut up.
following
I mean,
him?
Erica.
Law
Why
and
am I
order
not
is
following
not
him
YT.
though? Seriously.
Okay, hold on.
No. I'm
Law
gonna
and
put you on
order.
mute. It's your background noise. Like, what is happening?
This is psychotic behavior, him pretending that he's not who he really is. Like,
I'm
this
so
is fucking
confused.
Wait,
loco.
who are you talking about? Who you
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to
This
you,
is
Trey,
literally my
aka
first. This is
Jerry.
literally my first time in here. Who the fuck is Jerry? Can y'all stop calling me Jerry? I don't know who
Do
the fuck
you
that guy
need,
is.
like, go get professional
Is he
help.
handsome? Is he handsome? I'm
I
pretty sure
highly
he's
doubt
handsome.
it.
If you.
I highly doubt it.
The point is, stop equating authority.
Shut up. W's in the chat to Sean for the $5 Cash App. She collects white unstable men too. LOL. I don't disagree with you, Sean. W's in the chat to you. That is now 10 towards the kick fund. That means $90 more, and you get to hear this nigga shut the fuck up.
Is this
So
a
if you guys would
perma?
like to support the platform, do that.
Wait, Hector, Erica, is this a perma?
No.
Okay.
I wish this was a perma.
What does Bubba want for his birthday?
What does Bubba want for his birthday?
Yeah. What does he want for his birthday? There's a reason why I'm asking.
I'm trying to think. What does he want for his birthday? I can text him and ask him. I
Jerry,
know what
stop
I'm
coming off of
doing.
mute.
That's gonna cost me a bunch of money, but yeah.
No, I was gonna say whatever he wants, I'll get it. Just please fucking drop Jerry. I will send you the 90
You're gonna
now.
pay. You're gonna pay for a trip.
I sure am.
You're gonna pay for a trip to Denver.
Look,
Bubba's birthday gift is
they
on
don't want me
me.
to
You're gonna
expose
pay
the
for a trip to Denver. because
anti-black
we're going to
Hispanics. They
Denver.
don't want me to expose the
Well,
anti-black
Cameron, I
Hispanics.
just said, like, you know, this.
They don't want me to expose the anti.
Jerry,
Hey,
what's wrong with you, dude?
can I just ask a quick question?
Oh shit, I forgot you were here. Forgot
I'm
about
still
this.
here.
God.
Who
I'm
the
still
fuck
here,
is
Sean.
Jerry?
I'm still here, Sean. Can I just ask a quick question?
My name is
Shauna.
I just
Sean.
sent. I just sent.
Jerry, let Ski ask his question. Stop
All right,
coming
so
off
my
mute. Your background is so loud. Go ahead, Ski.
I'll be
so
right back.
I get what Trey is trying to say, and
Jerry.
based
Thank you,
off
brother, for telling me my proper name. Thank you,
His
brother.
name
Thank
is
you.
Jerry, and stop coming
based
off
off
of
of
mute.
based off what he was saying, I have my question is, if you don't agree with the deportation of illegal immigrants in this country,
Undocumented.
specifically the brown ones, I would like for you to name me the top 3 things you think they do to support and contribute to the Black Americans that are already here, to your cause specifically.
We talking about undocumented too. Be specific, brother. Thanks.
Yeah,
It's actually pretty easy.
it is.
What are the top 3 things you think they contribute to
I think this is a
Black
silly
people,
question, but sure, I'd be
and
happy
how
to
do they
answer.
support our cause?
Okay, so first things first is that you all are under some type of notion that undocumented immigrants aren't Black. I just want I would
They
want you to
don't
know, like,
consider themselves
but
the Somalian and Muslim
undocumented
immigrants that are here,
immigrants, yeah, we have
undocumented.
undocumented immigrants from all over the diaspora. All right, and Somalis would be included in that, and they do in fact here in the United States of America, they are in fact Black. With that being said,
I
they
think you're
contribute.
misinformed.
Do you remember? Do you remember when you asked her a question and she started answering the question? Great. Shut up.
Okay, so we continuously being
Never mind.
disrespectful.
I'm gonna shut you up.
Hey Erica, can you
We
play the music?
continuously.
Yeah.
Can
Okay,
you
give
do the
me.
thing?
I just need I need a moment. It's a lot happening. I'm about to be overstimulated. We're good, Shauna. I promise. So let me see here, Jerry. I really want you to stop coming off of mute, okay? And I need you to do something for me, okay? Like, can you just like tell us why do you hate his like Latino people?
Well, I love Latino. What the hell?
Do you? No, because
Wait,
sometimes when I hear you speak about the
because
Latino community, hey, you already said you love them, all right? But I'm just telling you, sometimes when I hear you speak about the Latino community, all I can think is
I
this.
love the pro-black ones, the one that's anti-black.
Right. I just hate all of the choices that you
Can
make.
I answer your
Because those are the
question?
choices that bitch ass niggas make.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
That's all.
So,
That's all. I just wanted to do that.
Thank
That's all.
God.
Shout out to Shauna. Shout out to Shauna. All right. Shauna sent you was really ready for that motherfucker to go, huh?
I can't stand that nigga.
Next time, just be like, use your my powers. Shout out to Shauna. Shauna sent 90 and said, get Bubba whatever he wants. And let me see here. I will not do that. I won't do it. All right. Shout out to Shauna. Thank you so very much. You are appreciated. Drop some hearts in the chat for Shauna. Also, shout out to Amanda. All right. Amanda said, I'm sorry that Jerry Trey has been brainwashed by our racist classist society. Exactly. He has fallen for the trap. He has. He's attended a white supremacy. That's all that he has become. I don't know why he wants to be that way. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But guys, keep doing all the good things. I need to take this off the screen. Keep doing all of the good things. Keep tapping the screen. Keep sharing the live. All right. Draw some hearts in the chat for everyone who donated to get rid of Jerry Trey Jerry for the day. Thank you so very much. All right. And also, guys, make sure you are showing love. All right, to three of my absolute favorite people. All right, we have Covey. All right, aka Athena.
Athena.
Make sure you guys
Hey,
show her love.
y'all.
Also, show
You're a
love to Shauna
celebrity.
and to Hector. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for coming up. Did you hear this question that this guy asked Athena?
Wait, can you repeat the question,
Oh, we
please?
will in just a moment, my love. We will in just a moment. It was
Mm-hmm.
insanity. All right. But guys, let's keep doing all of the good things, all of the good things. And remember, if you'd like to support me, support the stream, links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And if you're over on the tube, the best way to support is via a super chat. And thank you all so very much for all that you do, because all is appreciated and definitely accepted. And revealing, I don't know what this is in Australian dollars. All right. But Rerillian sent a $5 super chat saying this super chat, and then another Australian $5 saying is because, and then another Australian $5 saying Black women's, and lastly another $5 super chat, labor isn't free. All right.
Let's fucking
Let's
go.
go, Rerillian. Let's go. Shout out to Rerillian. Drop those hearts in the chat, guys. Drop those hearts in the chat. Keep doing all of the good things. Thank you all so very much. All right. So, Covey, his answer basically was, how have undocumented immigrants improved the material conditions of Black people's lives here in the United States of America? And then I was about to answer, and he said that Somalis do not consider themselves to be Black. And that's how we got here. I was like, ain't no way in the world you about to say something like that. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so that's how we
Yeah.
got here.
That's true. I was scrolling and I heard something about Muslims as well.
No.
Do you know who the first Muslims in America were? Does anybody know?
Mm-mm.
Who the first African Americans? The first Muslims actually were some enslaved people who were brought over from West Africa, right?
That makes sense.
There's a whole amazing series about this on PBS, by the way, called something about the hidden story of the first Muslims in America or something like that, right? So, in my opinion, when you're being Islamophobic, you're also being anti-Black, by the way, because Black Muslims exist, right? But Ski, I don't know, it's crazy. Somalis are Black, unless you're talking to like Africans who were born and raised in Africa, who don't necessarily have to identify with their Blackness, because they literally live in countries that are predominantly Black, therefore they're going to identify more with their ethnicity or their region, you know? So I don't know who you're talking about, but I mean, Somalis are Black. Ski.
I think they do share the same skin color. From what I follow and what I have heard from Somali immigrants is that they identify as Arab. because
Oh no, 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 no. They're not
they
Arabs.
speak
I know
Arabic.
that. I know they don't.
No, they don't.
And
They speak Somali, which is a language. They don't speak Arabic actually in Somalia.
they are okay. So
Mhm.
you said the first there are indeed black Muslims. There are indeed white Muslims.
Mhm.
There are indeed Arabic Muslims. Just like there are black, white, Hispanic Christians of all different races. Islam is a religion.
Yeah, never denied that.
Right. So there are different races in the religion, correct?
I never denied that, but you somehow
Okay.
brought up
So
Muslim immigrants. I
right.
was a bit confused.
So was there an Arab slave trade like there was a transatlantic slave trade?
Why are we talking about Arabs when we're supposed to be talking about black immigrants from
what I'm saying
Somalia? I'm
is
confused.
we're talking about white supremacy, and we talked about slavery being the basis of where white supremacy started in this country. So Arabs also had a separate slave trade.
Oh my gosh!
So
But their
what would
slave
you
trade
is
wasn't
there
based off of
what is
race,
that
though.
supremacy called? What
But
is
there
it,
is.
it wasn't used for
I'm
race?
gonna need you to stop. That
It
slave
wasn't
trade,
used for
no,
race?
that
It
one was
wasn't?
based off of religion and
Explain.
class. The Barbary slave trade
Explain.
was based off of religion and class, is what that was.
No, he's not talking
Correct.
about the Barbary slave. He's talking about the East African slave trade, but that was also based on like not necessarily race. It didn't start out with race. It literally later on became more racialized around the 14th century when race science was also emerging from Europe. But it didn't start off based on race. But also, yeah, the Arab slave trade was horrible. But what does that have to do with East Africans? I'm a bit confused.
Because there are many East Africans that do not consider themselves as black.
That's not.
They don't
Well,
identify as black, and that
there are
is
many
true.
Africans who don't identify as black
Correct.
because they're maybe born and raised in Africa. No, but
Absolutely.
you understand. If a
Absolutely.
person is but if a person is born and raised in a country that is predominantly black, they don't need to identify with black because everybody else there is black. You know that, right? That's how it functions. So if you were
Correct.
born and raised in an
Which makes
African
them
country,
different. Which makes them different than us.
no,
Correct?
but
in
when
that
they
aspect.
go into
in
yeah,
that
but
aspect.
But
when they go
come
into the
here,
West, then they're categorized. Then they identify with blackness.
So
'Cause,
so my question again is, what are the top 3 ways they contribute and support our cause here based off of the history that has occurred in this Western civilization that they have migrated to as being, you just said they're black people. How have they supported and contributed to the cause, the suffrage, the entrapment, the in whatever, all the things that we go through? How do they support and contribute to our cause?
So are you talking about black immigrants in general
Correct.
as well?
Correct.
Okay, so Malcolm X's mother was a black immigrant from Guyana. Marcus Garvey was a black immigrant from Jamaica. What's his name? Kwame Ture was also a Caribbean man, right? So the guy who founded Chicago was a Haitian man. I can go on and on, by the way, right? So
No, I'm talking about current day. You said they're black Muslims. There are black Africans.
black immigrants, yes, who are trying to survive
Right.
within American society.
So talk to somebody from Jackson, Mississippi, which is the most highly dense population of black people in the United States. Tell me how people from Africa, black Muslims, black Somalians help and contribute to the poorest and most suffering areas. But no, but that's where I'm from. That's where I'm from.
I don't care where you're from. Okay, I don't give a rat's banana. I do not care where you're from.
Okay.
Right? Because it's not about you. It's simply not about you. Okay? So
Answer the question for everyone.
I am literally trying to answer the question for everyone. So what I was about to say was, with that being said, all right, the immigrant here in the United States of America helps all of us by contributing to this economy, by actually increasing and also at times stabilizing our job force. Okay, because without them, all right, we'd be short $1.7 trillion in our GDP. All right, I know that you may not be able to feel the immediate impact of that, but trust me, Trust me, the long-term effects of the immigrant being gone from the United States of America would definitely be felt. Okay, so there's two things right there. Additionally, they spur innovation by working in specialized fields within our technology and our engineering sectors. Okay, they do the things. All right, just like we do the things, they do the things that actually help this system continue on. So that's how they help. Now, if you,
Okay.
one moment, I'm not finished. All right, so
Okay. Go
now for
ahead.
you, all right, if you feel, all right, that the immigrant isn't helping you for some reason or another, and you come from Jackson, Mississippi, which is so poor, all of these things that you said, all right, why is your focus on how the immigrant is helping you and not how the government has failed you? Okay, why aren't you asking questions about redlining? Why aren't you asking questions about de facto segregation? Why are you asking questions about the immigrant?
I also wanted to
Why
add
am I
on
not?
to those points.
Okay.
Go ahead, Hector, you can, and then you can respond, Skeet.
Other ways undocumented migrants directly benefit Black Americans is that many companies and corporations, when they deem our neighborhoods as too volatile and violent and destructive, it is many of those immigrants who open up businesses in said neighborhoods and give you access to corner stores where you can get basic supplies and food for your families. We can also talk about how them being added to the consensus directly gives you more public funding for education and otherwise when they're counted on the census.
Okay. Yeah, I do agree. They do open corner stores and businesses in the Black community, but then how do they turn around and reinvest those dollars that they make off of the Black community back into the community?
Well, if they live in said communities and they open up money in said communities, and some of that money would then be spent in said community, not to mention whatever else they choose to do with their money is their fucking business. I wouldn't police a Black person and tell them to only spend their money somewhere. We don't get to
Right.
do that with them.
Right.
So
So we don't get to police what immigrants do when they open businesses in our neighborhood and make money off of us. We don't get to choose what they do with their money.
What do
Just
that's
Black
like
how
we
you
people
don't
who
get
disagree.
to
open
choose,
businesses do in the neighborhoods?
just
What do
like
Black
just
people
like
in the
we don't
neighborhoods do?
just not enough. Not enough. That's a problem
So
too.
again, my question for you is, why is your focus on the immigrant?
Because I don't see an equal amount of panels like this one full of immigrants, Muslims, Africans, Jamaicans. I don't see these panels like that full of those faces
I do.
fighting for Black Americans.
I do. So it
You
sounds
do?
like you need to have
I
better
You do?
company.
all the
You
time.
do? You do?
All the
Exactly.
time.
Okay.
You can branch
Wait, you
out.
guys are
I'm
Tag me. Tag me
Eritrean.
from now on.
Sure,
Tag me
I'm
from now
I'm
on.
I'm
I haven't seen
Eritrean,
one
and
yet. I
hold on.
haven't seen one yet.
I'm Eritrean, and I host regular lives about Black people on a global scale, including Black Americans, and educational lives too. And I've tried helping and fundraising for especially homeless African Americans too. So that's just a lie. And I'm Eritrean, by the way. Also, have y'all ever heard of Kwame Raoul? Kwame Raoul is an Illinois based lawyer of Ghanaian heritage.
Yo, can I
He
speak? I've
has
been on here for 30 minutes.
sued multiple police departments for civil rights violations
Why do you think we give a fuck?
against Black people, including African Americans. Yeah, he's Attorney General, by the way, of Illinois. He's a Ghanaian heritage. Then you also have other people like Tsiyon Gurmu, who's Ethiopian American civil rights lawyer. You have Samhar Araya, who's an Eritrean American also lawyer and advocates for Black women. You also have a lot of Nigerian American lawyers. I'm confused, I don't know what you want, but I mean, there are a lot of Black communities. I mean, when 2020 happened, there were a lot of Somali youth associations that literally went out in droves advocating for George Floyd, protesting for George Floyd in Minnesota. So I can also show you pictures from the 1970s of Somalis protesting for Angela Davis after she got detained. Do you want to see that photo from 1972? In Somalia, by the way. So Somalis all the way in Somalia. One second. Somalis all the way in Somalia were protesting for Angela Davis.
Correct. And those are great examples of people who help African Americans. But in those photos, in those protests, in those marches, in those people that support the George Floyds of the world, in those photos, you will also see white people, correct?
White people, it's very
You will
easy
not
for white
see,
people to stand. Oh, hold on, Ski. It's unfair to compare black people to white people because it's very easy for white people just to randomly go to a protest.
but you're
Whereas for a
pointing
black
out
person, for a
you're
black
pointing out
person who
supporters.
comes from an African country,
Yeah.
who is trying to survive, for them to engage in helping other communities is going to be completely different. And also, you're pivoting because you said, how have they helped? And now that you have been given examples, you said, well, white people do it too.
That's called moving the
Why
Because,
ask?
okay, so there are people of all races that stand for human rights. And I'm one of those people as well.
Do
I
you
stand,
actually?
I
Do you
stand,
stand for
yeah,
African rights?
absolutely.
What have you done for
Absolutely.
Africans?
What have I done for Africans? If I was in Africa, I would be
No, I'm
doing
saying
things
now.
for
What
Africans.
have you done? Not
What
if.
have you
What have you done?
What have I haven't done anything for Africans.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
How is that crazy?
So I don't know why you're trying to purity test other people.
I'm not purity testing anybody. What I'm saying is there are people of all races that care and support human rights. So you mentioned several people of Muslim, African, Caribbean descent that support human rights. And there are people of all races that do that.
Wait, but you,
There's
the reason that's
when you
why I
when
mention it
something
is because
when
you
there's a
asked for it.
violation of human rights,
No,
there
no,
are
but you
all races
asked
of
for
people
it.
that support.
Wait, am I being gaslit?
We all are
This
being
No,
guy,
you're
didn't
gaslit
this
not.
right
guy,
now, Covey.
you know,
You're
you
not being
literally,
gaslit.
no,
You're
no,
not
hold
being
on. You
gaslit.
literally asked, what do African immigrants do? And I gave you an answer. And your response was, well, white people do it too. So why ask
Well,
in the first place?
because bringing up specific people, which is great, but I'm talking about as a community.
Oh my God, those
When
specific
Somali,
people that she brought up would be specific examples of reflections of larger coalitions between those groups and African Americans here in the US. That's the point that you're monumentally missing. You're trying to separate it to validate your argument, despite the fact that evidence shows the contrary. For
not
civil rights
really.
and for several other things, it was immigrants who were right alongside Black Americans doing all the shit that you
Absolutely,
praise your people for.
absolutely,
So I don't know why you
absolutely,
keep trying to make it a one-off thing, nor should the groups of
absolutely.
them who don't do said things give you a reason to invalidate the rest of them.
I'm not
Invalidating anybody. That's
I'm not
crazy. No, not done.
invalidating
As Covey
anybody.
mentioned, guess what? It is infinitely easier for a white person, which you seem to be hyper-focused on, to do that versus an immigrant. So I honestly don't even blame some of them for minding their damn business and just trying to survive. Capitalism makes that very easy to do. It makes you inherently selfish and looking out for yourself because every time you try to look out for someone else, you get fucked. Give me a moment to griff. W's in the chat to Amanda for the $10 Venmo. Being a great mod for Erica for Blue Canary. I ain't shit, but I appreciate you. W's in the chat to Lindsay for the $10. Been a minute. Take care of yourself, hon. I do my best. Thank you so much. Make sure we're also taking care of Erica as well because she's a literal fucking host. Thank you guys so much. We're slow on the tapping, so we can get those taps up to 250. Keep doing that.
250. We do stretch goals
yeah.
around here. 300,000 now.
Never mind.
Exactly.
I'm lowballing her. So
Go
hit
big or go
300.
home.
What are we doing?
300K.
Okay,
Can I
good
show
job.
like a photo? I'm
Oh,
so
sure.
sorry, Erica.
Covey, one
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Oh, and Covey,
So,
while you're sharing the photo, hold on. Did you know that Skeet doesn't believe in white supremacy?
oh
But he
my
believes in
God.
capitalism.
Yeah,
Capitalism, which is the
yeah.
main tenet.
He's standing on
Main
10
tenet
toes. He is standing
of
on
white
10
supremacy.
toes about white supremacy.
Yeah.
Crazy. So, because I've been noticing like a lot of like hatred towards Somalis currently, because people are jumping on a bandwagon, and this is a photo from
Oh, I'm so
1972.
sorry. I turned
Oh,
your camera off. I meant to do this for you. Thanks,
it's okay, babes.
I'm trying to make you expand you. There we go.
Oh, there we go. This is a photo from 1972, by the way. This is in Somalia, specifically in Mogadishu. You can see them holding a poster of Angela Davis there. And they're actively protesting for Angela Davis to be released. Not only that, there are so many articles in 2020, especially young Minnesota Somalis asserting their blackness take center stage in Floyd protests. They literally were organizing protests. Here's another article, Black Pain is Ours. Minneapolis Somali community rallies over Floyd unaliving. Here's another one. Somali Americans share in the grief and pain over George Floyd's unaliving, right? So they were actively organizing multiple protests within Minnesota as well over George Floyd being unalived. So my question is, again, this is just one community, by the way. If I go community to community, I can give you examples of what they've been doing. And I think, like, instead of just jumping on the bandwagon of trying to help a group of people who you probably never ever talked about prior to this before, I would hope that you do some form of, I don't know, educating yourself on that community.
And those are great examples. And when I gave the example and tried to relate this to where I'm from, I believe I was told it doesn't matter where I'm from. Where I'm from doesn't matter. And it's not about where I'm from. Can somebody confirm, is that what I was told?
Because your personal
When I gave
experience
examples,
is not
when I gave
indicative of the
examples.
whole. Excuse me. Your personal experience. Your personal experience. Because you kept bringing up Jackson, Mississippi, is what you kept doing.
Right. And we're talking about Minnesota Somalians, right?
Your personal experience is not indicative, okay, of everything. You and I, we don't share the same experience. You
Right.
asked Covey the question of, all right, what have they done? Okay, and she's answering that question for you. She's showing you proof, all right, that they stand firm in their blackness, especially here in the United States of America. She's showing you that. So she's answering your question. I don't understand how you don't get it. Is there some? I'm being so honest because I'm like on my last toe. All right, my last toe
Yeah,
of this
no, he's
conversation.
Yeah,
yeah,
and I
Not tracking.
absolutely commend anyone from
Not tracking.
any background, any race, any religion that supports human rights. So anybody that advocates and stands up for human rights when a tragedy like a George Floyd occurs, I am right there with them.
It's
Wait,
not
I'm
just about
confused.
George.
Did he ask what white South Africans did for African Americans?
No, I never said that.
Oh, did you ask what Ukrainians did for African Americans when Ukrainian refugees were taken? Oh, okay. So you only are focusing on the African immigrants, right? You're not focusing on like the white people who are immigrating, who are asylum seekers. You're not asking what they're doing for African Americans, but you're asking what other Black people are doing for African Americans because you're, I don't know, trying to, engage in some diaspora divisive wars, trying to say, we're not the same,
No,
we're different,
absolutely
yada
not.
yada.
Absolutely not.
Covey,
Because
would this
before
be him being an agent of white supremacy?
Yes.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding,
He
ding,
is
ding.
fighting for that
Crazy.
spot at the table. He is
before
fighting.
before I knew about all of this, before I ever heard of Somalians saying we're not black,
Somali,
we're
by the way, not
Arab.
Somalian.
Okay,
Somali.
Somalis. Before I heard any of that, before I knew from where I'm from, again, I'm gonna reiterate where I'm from. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. Before I knew that Dominicans didn't consider themselves
I'm
black,
sorry. Why do you keep
bef-
bringing up Jackson,
It's
Mississippi?
because that's I'm telling you what my thoughts were and what my
What does that have to
assumptions
do
and
with your
opinions
location?
were, because I thought we were all black.
What does that
That's
have
what
to
I
do with your
thought.
location?
So I'm not the one that's to her point when she says that I'm the one being divisive.
Okay.
I had no idea.
So let's do
I
this.
had
Let's do
no
this.
idea
No. You're irritating the
that
fuck out of
different
me.
people
Have you
from
ever
different
heard of
black
the
people from different
MIRA?
places.
Have you ever heard of the MIRA?
Yes, I have.
Okay. What do they do?
I don't know exactly what they do. Tell me. I've heard of them.
Okay. It's the Mississippi Immigrants' Rights Alliance. They work alongside immigrants and working people of color in Jackson, Mississippi to promote all the rights and things that you're complaining about. Secondly, You bringing up the few anecdotal experiences that you've had of immigrants in your area who will say, I'm not black, I'm this. Guess what? The United States is one of the few places ever where quote unquote black people identify as quote unquote black. For the most part, in other regions, they go based off of said nationality. It's not all about race for them because black, quote unquote, isn't a race. We just do it here in the United States because it just simplifies the fuck out of everything. But black isn't exclusive to immigrants, isn't exclusive to people born in the United States or anything like that. We just use it to describe people of color who would then be, quote, black. So a immigrant saying that
Absolutely.
they're not black isn't separating themselves from blackness. It's just more so that's not how they identify. They still would be black.
Totally
So
agree.
stop bringing that up.
Totally agree with that. I totally agree with that.
By the way, Erica, I don't know if you've met him, but Wavy is actually my mod.
Oh,
Amazing, amazing person. He's also Somali, so yeah.
oh, hi, Wavy. I thought the name looked familiar. Hello.
How you doing? How's everyone?
Hi. The floor is yours. Check out.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like when did I not identify as black? I'm confused.
When did
When
what?
did that happen, Ski? Yeah, when did like I stop identifying as black as a Somali person?
I'm not sure who you are. Are you're Somali?
Yeah, bro.
I've heard several Somalis on this platform say that they're not black.
Okay, and I've heard several
Have you
black
never
Americans.
have you never heard that before?
Hold on. I've heard several black Americans who say they're not African American.
Oh yeah,
Or
I've heard
that
that
they're
too.
not from Africa.
I've heard that too.
Okay, so what's the difference? I feel like it's a Spider-Man meme, right?
I think you're more so like that's more so on people arguing about how we got here and where we actually came from. There are people that think we are indigenous to America, and there are people that think that we are slaves from Africa. So that is a part of the African American or the Black American community that does believe that we are indigenous to America and that we were not brought here on slave
Yeah,
ships.
but we also
Correct.
I have a part of my community who believe they're not black. What's the difference?
They're not black. So you said African American. There are some people
No,
that
I'm
don't
saying a
think
part
they're
of my community, the Somali community,
right.
right? There's a
Right.
part of them that also consider themselves not black.
Yeah, but there's
What's
not.
the difference?
So the difference is African American and people that think they're just American, that they're just Black American.
No, I've seen
There are
I've
people
seen
that
some
think they're
people
Black
on this
American, and
app.
there's some people that think they're
No,
African
I've seen some people on this app who are like insane and believe that they're not black, but they have carbonated skin or whatever it is, right? I've seen people who call themselves copper colored. I've seen people who say that they're Moorish Americans and not African or not black, right? So exactly, they deny their blackness, but it would be insane of me to then generalize the whole African American community based on these couple of people that I'm seeing online who are claiming that they're copper colored, right? So my question is, if you understand that everybody else should be having that level of discernment, why don't you exercise that same level of discernment when it comes to Somalis?
I've never heard of carbonated black. That's crazy.
I have actually heard
Yes.
carbon, like whatever it is. They say like it's.
They don't eat food. They like eat the sun with their
American.
palms.
So
What? I've heard that too. Yeah.
Breatharian.
If Somali people said that they were Black, I would not refute that.
But you're talking
I don't
to
refute
like.
that. I don't refute
No, but
that.
what you're doing is you're painting them with a broad brush. The ones who have said that they aren't black, whoever you've encountered, you're painting that you're saying that this applies to all Somalis, and it doesn't. It doesn't. All right. And
Okay, so you're saying there's some Somalis that do think they're Black, and there's some that don't.
Ski, I'll tell
oh my
you.
God, Jesus fucking Christ. Wavy, hold on one moment. I'm sorry,
What-
love.
what's wrong?
I have to read these off because you're getting on my nerves because you're not tracking. You're not tracking anything. And it's
Okay.
annoying. But shout out to Lindsay with the ass. Lindsay sent 10 and sent some peaches. I appreciate you, Lindsay. Thank you so very much. Drop some hearts in the chat. Also, Bill, hi, Just the Bill. He sent $5 and said, this barbershop talk is how we got here. The guest needs to lock in for his community and stop playing. Yes. Yes. Bill, I'm not reading your signing, your signature. I refuse. All right. But yes, really. because you've been left to your own devices without reading any type of books or anything to back up what it is that you have to say or what it is that you think. And you're ultra crepidarian. All right. You don't know much about these things, and you've been leaning on your own understanding for way too long. All right. You have to like read. You have to listen to people who are in fact smarter than you. I'm not saying that's me. All right. I'm not saying that's me. Okay. But I think you got to stop being, the smartest person in the room, Skeet. Because if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong rooms.
Absolutely. And if you notice, I've been on for about an hour now, and I've avoided using any type of snarkiness, condescendence, any type of shut up, you're annoying. I've
Oh, well, I am
removed
annoyed.
any type of language like
I'm
that.
annoyed. I'm just going
So
to let you
so
know I am annoyed.
when I'm speaking my point of view, that is me expressing my openness to everyone else's point of view.
We was kangs.
By
But
not being disrespectful to anyone, not calling
no, you
anybody
don't know.
names.
The benevolency here, you don't know.
Okay.
Just because,
Okay.
okay, if you were in fact willing to learn, all right, your response wouldn't simply be just to reduce it down and make it super simple. Wouldn't be nah, because that's what you're doing. Like everything that Covey has said to you, everything I've said, Shauna, Hector, and now Wavy, everything that we've said to you, what you've done is basically go, nah. That's what you've done.
Okay. I don't remember saying
I
but
said to simplify it down. You disregarded it, sir. All right.
I disregarded.
You shrugged it off.
Kobe,
You
can you
don't
give me an
accept
example of
it
something that you said that
as
I
fact.
disregarded?
I'll give you an
Yeah,
example.
when it was mentioned that you should be like, again, when the fact what meant the fact that every people group are going to have cooked people within their people group. Okay, they're going to have people who are fringe within their group. And because Wavy brought up to you that there are some African Americans who believe that they're indigenous, that they're not of African descent, that they're not black, that they're copper colored, that they're Moorish, you've probably heard that. It doesn't mean that it would be fair for anybody to then generalize all African Americans based on that group of people. The same way it wouldn't be fair to generalize the whole Somali population based on a couple cooked people you might have talked to, right? So for that particular reason, you just disregarded that though, because you're pretending as if the people that you talked to represent a majority of Somalis, when that's not the case.
I think where the disconnect is, is that people that refute what's in the history books and that black people came from Africa, and people that think that we're indigenous, and people that have different beliefs of where we came from, those all are the people that experience the same black experience in America, regardless of where they think we came from, where they think we're indigenous to, how they think we got here. They all share the same black experience. The
No,
same
even
black
African
experience.
Americans
So
don't share the same black experience. You're gonna
Of
have
course they don't,
African
because
for
they're
the
the
Americans.
biggest
majority of the
threat to
part.
them. Because they're the biggest threat to themselves.
Oh
Hold
my
on,
God, is that a
what do
white
you?
person up top?
Hell
Who?
yeah.
Oh,
Who?
shut up.
Who did he say was a threat to
Hell yeah.
themselves?
Thank
Black
you.
people are the biggest threat to themselves.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Y'all don't want to have that conversation.
Yeah, it's not your
Y'all
time to
don't
be
want to have
quiet.
that
I'm so
conversation.
You need to shut
sorry. If
up.
you cannot
Y'all don't
exercise,
want to have that
if you can
conversation.
exercise some impulse control, then you can leave. Turn your phone off, and that'll assist you with leaving. But
Shut
stop
up.
interrupting.
Go make me a
Because I was
sandwich,
about to
bitch.
do a thing.
Whoa.
No, go tell your thin-lipped wife to go make you a sandwich. You short dick bitch. Tap, tap, tap the screen, y'all. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Do all the good things.
I'm gonna need him to put some bass in his voice before anybody could actually find him intimidating. Also, at the same time, how is he gonna speak all of that when he literally hold on? Yeah, he ran.
What a pussy.
He also has a freaking patchy beard, bro. How are you gonna speak all of that when you have a patchy ass beard?
That's
Your
not nice.
beard doesn't
I have a
connect.
patchy
Is that
beard. That's
him?
not nice.
Oh,
I
that's why
know,
you
bro.
act
This
this
is
way?
hey man, me
No,
too.
that's
I got
not
a
why
patchy
I act
Look
beard.
this
at
way.
him.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
I'm so
Yeah.
Let's be
The
sorry.
guy,
nice.
the
Let's be
guy's
nice to
tongue
each
I'm
couldn't
other.
so
even fit.
sorry.
Did you guys not
I'm so
notice his tongue
sorry,
couldn't fit in his
bro.
mouth? Like he was
Look
talking
at
like
this
yeah,
8 Mile reject.
Oh my gosh, not even
Okay,
patchy.
I'm
It's
done.
just struggling.
Oh
Good
It
lord.
is really
God.
struggling. But
Oh.
sorry, Wavy, I interrupted you.
No, I was just making fun of that dude. But Skeet, just to like go back to you, right? Bro, if you look like in the 1970s, you'll see protests in Somalia for Angela Davis, right? We have music where we talk about our blackness. In terms of like Pan-African struggle, right? Somalia has pretty much done probably the most for Africa, right? In terms of providing troops on the ground, training, all of these things. And unfortunately, we are suffering from that. We are paying the price for this stuff today, right? And what you're seeing today on the news is part of that. It's the attack on it's like literally a manufactured attack from all corners on our identity, on our country, right? And unfortunately, we have black people across the world joining in, right? The same way that you guys have been attacked in America as black Americans, the propaganda that's been spread across the world about you guys, and now you have Africans coming to America, right? Regurgitating the same like propaganda that was said about you is what you are now doing to us, right? So I'm just gonna just urge you in the future, right? You might hear a lot of things, but just like double check, find a person that comes from that community and just ask them. I'm not here to judge you or anything, but it's just for
Oh, I
future,
am.
just for future points, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely. I agree. And respect to that, because one thing about me, I respect anyone, no matter what race, no matter what religion. If you respect me, I respect you.
I just think that one thing, and I think Wavy just literally spoke to this. I'm just going to reiterate what they said is that you can't make a generalization about an entire demographic of people based off of that one experience. I don't think that's ever served any of us well. None of us well whatsoever. I think that's something that just moving forward for you, Skeet, that you're definitely going to want to basically broaden your worldview because the Somali culture is absolutely amazing. It's simply amazing. And I would just say that the benefit of immigrants in this country is the diversity of this nation. Okay. And
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and it simply just limits your worldview to have a negative thought, especially to other people who share, who we don't have the same experience, but they're a part of the diaspora. All right.
Absolutely.
They share
Absolutely.
in this black experience with you. And so I don't think,
Absolutely.
yeah. And also another thing is that black people hating other black people, I kid you not, that's what white supremacy wants. Okay, because
Absolutely.
I've been saying this
Absolutely.
for basically the last week. Something I've always believed is that white supremacy wants us, all right, to punch down on other marginalized groups. All right. It's called last place anxiety. All right. Shout out to Swan, who gives shout out to the Black Cabinet. All right. But it's last place anxiety. And what it is basically when marginalized communities fight amongst each other for that seat at the table because you feel that this other marginalized community is going to take something from you. And what I say to that is that we should actually be working together, all right, to basically overcome and dismantle this system of white supremacy. Because as long as we're fighting each other, all right, we're not paying attention to what they're doing. All right. And when we're not paying attention to what they're doing, we can't identify it. And then we do things like we end up defending it. Okay. We end up doing things like saying, I don't believe it exists. When in fact, it truly does exist because you're being a vehicle for it right now, friend. So I honestly would just suggest like doing some additional research And I'm not being funny when I say this because it's for myself too. Like, an easy book to start off with is Black as Fuck History by Michael Harriot. Super duper, straight to the point, and the way that he writes it is just it's like funny, so it's engaging. That's a good one. Also, what is it? What is it? I can't think of her. Ibram X Kennedy. Kendi. What is it?
Dr. Ibram X. Kennedy.
Yes.
Kennedy.
Kendi. It's
Kendi.
Kendi.
Oh my God, yeah.
What is it? Stamped from the Beginning.
Stamped from the Beginning. Really good
Yes.
book.
Please read that book. I have it back here actually, but please read it. Stamped from the Beginning is a really good one, and Black AF history. Different tones, but very, very informative and very, very. There it goes right there. It's a great book. Great book.
All right, yeah. Black people of all places, all countries, the entire diaspora should stick together. Absolutely. Absolutely. And those incredible lawyers and everybody that Covey mentioned, any Black leader, any Black person in power, any Black person that has ever made something out of themselves in life, what I want you guys to know is they were able to achieve those things because they knew in their mind that there was nothing anybody could do to stop them.
Wait, again, like
They were
recognizing
able
that
to
a
achieve those
problem.
great things because they knew in their mind nothing on earth could stop them, and they were determined. They stuck to their purpose and they achieved it no matter what.
Wait, acknowledging that systemic racism exists does not mean that you give up. You realize that, right?
Systemic
Like,
racism and white supremacy is two different things.
Just a
No,
minute.
we went over this
systemic
earlier.
racism
Christ.
upholds white supremacy. Like the whole goal of racism is to uphold white superiority and Black inferiority.
So are you
Have a great
familiar
night, Wendy.
with not are you familiar with, but from living in Dallas, Texas, a lot of my clients, a lot of my friends, a lot of my peers are of Mexican descent. And I have spoken with many of them and asked them, what do they think about racism? And their answer is very different from one that you would get from a Black person. A Mexican person in America, a Mexican immigrant, will tell you, well, we just look at racism as another hurdle in life to climb. And, we just don't worry about who likes us and who doesn't like us. We're just going to go to work. We're just going to work hard. So let me ask you, which point of view would you rather base your life, your drive, your purpose on? Is I don't care who likes me, I'm just gonna work hard? Or would you rather have the mindset that there's a little white man hovering over me, preventing me from doing everything that I want to do in this life, and I can't do anything?
Hey, stupid, they're
So-
not separate.
Okay. Oh,
They're
Hector.
not separate. You
What-
keep separating it. You keep making it a one or the other. You keep making it black and white.
And
hey,
what-
fun fact, there are groups of people that share those sentiments loosely with the wide majority of white people who very much don't care to see me succeed. Despite that, I've lived my life not giving a fuck what people think, and I'm gonna do what the hell I want. Those two
Absolutely.
things can exist at the same fucking time.
Absolutely.
I would love for you and all of your coon-ass nigga friends to point out one nigga in the face of the earth that says, there's a white man out there who doesn't like me, I'm not gonna work.
There's
a white man out there who
there's
doesn't like me,
millions of
so I'm
Black
not
people
gonna
in
succeed.
America with
I
that
am just going to
mindset.
sit my ass at home on the PS5 and play the new Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm not doing anything else with my life because of a white man.
You
Point
might
out
not
that
have
one
that
fucking
mindset.
person to me.
You
Otherwise,
might not
shut
have that
the
mindset.
fuck up.
There's-
All you guys
there's
do
millions-
is fucking whine and cry and complain because we do our due diligence and take a little bit more extra steps in the research on what actually brought this country to the quote-unquote success that it is. That's all we do, and we point it out, and we will never let them forget it. And because we keep putting it in their faces, because that's how you change things, y'all get mad. Y'all see everything as a victim complex. You know what I think? I think you guys are the biggest victims, and I'm going to explain why. You're the biggest victims of stupid-ass nigga syndrome. That's what the fuck I think. Because you choose to sit on ignorance and look at people who are successful. Here's Erica. Erica, woman's been hosting this live for so long. Look at her page, look at her followers, look at the work that she does, saying all of these things.
Does her talking about white supremacy negate the success she's had on this platform in her personal life? No, the fuck it doesn't. And it never will. So get this in your skull. Stop fucking crying about people acknowledging what this country truly is and what it stands on. Fuck.
But I'm so sorry. Can I just say respectfully, Ski, I could not care less whether a person who's white or a white man likes me or hates me. I genuinely do not care. What I do deeply care about is whether I'm expected to live quietly within a system that actively devalues my life. Okay? So exactly, right? So indifference to like personal hatred is not the same as acceptance of structural injustice. I rebuke to be broken into a position where I am sitting there and accepting injustice, right? So to actively say that we should do nothing about systemic racism and just like, we shouldn't care about what the white man says is to ask a Black person, including the future generation of Black people, to make peace with degradation, to make peace with exclusion, and to consent and submit to hierarchy. And I'm telling you right now, I myself, Athena, rebuke hierarchies. I rebuke systemic racism, and I refuse to accept subjugation. So when I'm sitting here and I'm advocating or I talk about systemic racism, I am actively rejecting that bargain, and I refuse the idea that my dignity requires silence, right? But you're saying that we should be silent, that we should be okay with a system that consistently disadvantages, endangers, and diminishes Black lives. And that is not acceptable. And I think, Skeet, if you accept that for yourself, fine, you do you. But I don't know why you would accept that for Black children. Because I think Black children are deserving of a life that is as worthy as white children or any other children who are not Black.
Absolutely. And as a person that has Black children, as somebody that married a Black woman.
And no one gives a fuck. Get out of here. Go. No.
Motherfucking period.
I can't. I can't because I only have I really have to leave in 9 minutes, so I'm not gonna let him do that. No. Covey and Hector, you put that like Hector put the bow on it, and Covey, you tied it perfectly. Like you two, teamwork makes the dream work. That's what I'm talking about. That was
Period.
ridiculous. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, recognizing something exists does not mean that you have to be a victim to it. All right, we went over this earlier with him, and he said that he understood that yes, we have been victimized, but we are not victims of this system of white supremacy. I went over and told him, all right, about white supremacy, okay, and systemic racism, all right, being a system within it, and he was like, It's like he was getting it, and then he wasn't. It's like his brain just kept hitting roadblocks where he just didn't want to get it. So hopefully he continues to just sit in the chat and listen. And
I
listen.
don't think that's happening.
I don't think that's happening either. But like he goes into spaces like Solids and like Swans and Jeffs and Sean's and Covey's, all right, and also in Hector's. He just goes into different spaces and Live and Itchy. Like I can name so many people. Just go into those spaces and just listen. Take in the education, hear something, research it, listen. Really, just listen, please. Covey, where are we at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Guys,
just gonna say, I
go
think,
ahead, baby.
yeah, that one quote from Angela Davis where she says, I'm no longer accepting the things I cannot change, I'm changing the things I cannot accept.
Yes.
I think people really, really need to live by that quote, especially Black people. I really don't understand why any Black person would be accepting of dehumanization. I don't know. Like and like, you know what I mean? Like acknowledging that that the system exists does not mean that you just have to give up. No, you don't have to give up. You have to continue creating a better society for your future children. That's what I care about.
Exactly.
Yep, and he was doing his children a great disservice.
Super bad. Super bad. I have to read off a few things, but I did want to say, guys, thank you so much for showing love to the panel. All right. I know I can't, I'm trying my Hector voice. I need to laugh. Like I need to decompress. So I'm about to laugh because we do have to end in a few minutes. And I want to make sure that we can send a raid to someone. But okay. I'm doing it in my Hector voice. Black women labor ain't free. All right. So I need y'all to take care of Kobe and Shauna down here. All right. There's no reason that either of them should be below 3,000 coins. So do it. Do it
And only
now.
got that. Why are we not over 300,000 likes? That is absolutely insane to me.
I'm doing
Sue you for defamation.
This isn't defamation. This is accurate representation. All right.
Defamation is crazy though.
Get them above 3,000 right now. Now. Now.
Period. Can I?
I'm sorry. I think
Oh,
I gotta
sorry.
finish my Hector impersonation. It takes a while because it hurts my throat. Also, let's get these likes up too. Where we at? I don't know.
We're at 283 and you need to do it fast because you have a hard stop.
Let's get these likes up to 300,000 likes ASAP. Do it now. Also,
you don't have enough base. You don't have enough base.
I don't know how to do enough base. Also, make sure that you make sure that you keep doing all of the good things. Okay? All right? Do all the good things. All right? Now I'm back. Okay, real quick, because Covey wants to say something. Shout out to Miss Barbara for the 20. Miss Barbara said, for dealing with this guy, this is really painful. Miss Barbara, yes, he was. He was absolutely painful. All right? I saw your message, and I was like, you right. You right. So thank you so very much. Also, shout out to Gooch sent 5 and said, oh, no, that was the other one. Oh, Gooch sent 5 and said, may I start the permaban fund, please? No, Gucci, no, you may not. I was just gonna get rid of them because it was too much. It was just too much. Way too much. I was like, dude, you not listening to none of us. All right. Also, shout out to Verillion because I did read off the super chat too fast, but they did send the last part of Black Women's Labor Ain't, and that is free. So shout out for that $5 super chat. Thank you, love. Also, shout out to Just the Guy. Hi, long time no see. Just the Guy sent a $5 super chat and said Jerry's problem is that he thinks he's only one wrong from the top of the ladder in a caste system that has him still touching the ground. Exactly. Last place anxiety. That's all that is. That's all it is. And shout out to Sean for the $5 super chat. Sean said, I can't be the only one who is loving the Black Panther open carrying and asserting their Second Amendment right. The white right is crying foul. Oh yeah, they don't want us having guns. Base. Shout out to Sean. Drop some hearts in the chat. And also shout out to Dylan for the Canadian $2.79 for Are You On the Same Time Every Day? I don't think you should ask me questions like that. Dylan, I can tell you're new here. I appreciate you so much. You should not ask me questions like that. I try to be. I do. I try to be on between 3:30 and 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 5:30 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. I set a reminder, and then we hope for. I schedule it, and we hope for the best. Is what we do over here. But thank you so very much. I appreciate y'all. Keep doing all the good things. Athena, the floor is yours. Sorry.
Yeah, can I plug something by the way,
By all
Erica?
means.
Basically.
Yeah.
Period. Okay. So there are 604 people here. I just wanted to say that I do have some Sudanese and Congolese initiatives in the link tree in my bio. As you guys know, there are G-sides happening currently in Sudan and in Congo. In Sudan, I can't even explain it, okay? There were recent reports about 60,000 people being unalived in 3 weeks in one city. Okay, in one single city, 60,000 lives snuffed. Okay, it's actually insane. The amount of unaliving, you could see like pools of blood from space. Okay, so I think it's incredibly important. To me, it has been incredibly disturbing how much media silence there has been around the G-sides in Sudan and also in Congo. So I think number one, please, if you're a content creator, talk about this on social media, push it into the FYP. If you talk about it in your community, in your family, amongst your friends, that would also genuinely be amazing. If you can organize protests, that would also genuinely be amazing. And if you want to put your money where your mouth is, there are some amazing initiatives in the link tree in my bio that support Sudanese and Congolese people currently on the ground, you could also go and donate. And if you can't donate, you can just share the initiatives around as well. That would also be amazing. There's also an initiative that helps Eritrean refugees who are stuck currently in what's it called, in Ethiopia right now, refugee camps. Trini said, girl, we're worried about Black people in America.
See that shit. Go ahead.
I understand. I'm not saying Black Americans are not suffering. I'm just saying if you want to raise awareness, because people are being G-sided, and it's using your taxpayer dollars as well, okay? So it's just, just talk about it. It's perfectly fine. I lost my train of thought because
it's not mutually exclusive either. We can care about both.
Correct.
Yeah, you can walk and chew gum, literally. You're right, 100%. So it's just, raise awareness. Number 2, donate or share the initiatives. Number 3, boycott the UAE, because I feel like the UAE is not getting enough heat the same way that Israel is getting enough heat. Both these countries literally need to be boycotted through filth. So don't plan a trip there. Boycott any products that are associated with the UAE, including Huda Beauty, if you like to do makeup, by the way. Very sad. But yeah, thank you so much, Erica. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Make sure that you are following Kobe here. I know I always say that name wrong. I'm so sorry. I call her Athena. Okay, I call her Athena. Also, guys, I cannot believe that you all did not listen to me. I can't believe it. I even put on the Hector voice. They're not at 3,000 coins yet. I think that's wicked work.
It wasn't deep enough.
I don't know how to do it. It hurts. It just hurts.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I know.
Yeah. Do all the things because Black women's labor ain't free. I don't know. Hey, it made Frankie bark.
Hey. Damn, the dog's barks are deeper than our voices. They sound like
I'm trying. Wait, does this work? I got like 2 minutes before I gotta go. Oh wait,
where's your voiceover?
Before y'all defile my voice again, can I read off some thank yous?
Defile's crazy.
W's in the chat to Gucci for the $10. I don't know how to describe that emoji. W's in the chat to Sean for the $5. I read that one already, I think. No, I got another one. Whoopsies. Hold on. Sean for the $5. This guy's a metaphorical pencil in my ear. God damn, but I feel you. W's in the chat to Barbara for the $20 PayPal for shutting Skeet down. Thank you. Thank you so much. And there's one that I missed somewhere. I'll find it in a second. Oh, W's in the chat to Yaya for the $25 Cash App. I appreciate you. Somebody's got to. Thank you so much, Yaya.
All right, guys. With that being said, go say hi to Kiana. Go say hi to Kiana. Kiana is right here on the screen. So KIANAW0618. Go say hi to Kiana. All right, draw some hearts in the chat. Matter of fact, put in the chat chitlins. Put in the chat chitlins. Do it. Do it. She loves chitlins, by the way. I'm just going to let you all know that. She loves pork.
She loves pork.
Yeah, she loves chitlins. So drop chitlins in the chat. I have to leave like right now, guys, because I have to throw dinner in the oven. And I have to go pick up my baby, all right? Because he's been gone for 3 days, so I need to go pick up my baby. Okay, I want to, yes, chitlins. Chitlins is a word. Yes, Kiana, all right? I'm going to be over there on my backup account. I want to see you all over there. So go over to Kiana's, drop chitlins in the chat. Thank you to Shauna. Thank you to Hector. Thank you to Kobe. All of you for stopping by. Go ahead and make sure you're sending them a follow. Look who's calling. Bubba's calling. Yay.
W everybody. W
there and say
Erica.
fuck
W Hector.
chitlins.
W Shauna.
Okay.
Bye.
Hold on.
Bye, guys.
Buddy, hold on one moment,
No
okay?
to chitlins. No.
Hold on one moment. Okay. So, guys, I got to get out of here. All right. Thank you all so very much for doing all of the good things. You all are absolutely amazing. All right. Go say hi to Kiana. Drop chitlins in the chat. Show her some love. Make sure you're following her. And again, thank you to everyone who tapped the screen, shared the live, who sent the dono, and also who sent the gift. You guys are awesome. Thank you again. Shout out to the two for doing all the good things, and you too, Tiki Talks. With that being said, I leave you with this, as I always do. If you can't do something kind for yourselves, please, please, please do something kind for someone else. I love y'all. Let's do it again on Wednesday. I'll be back on Wednesday because Tuesday's my day off. So I'll be back on Wednesday. And with that being said, y'all, deuces out. All right. Okay. Hey. Oh, and I'm so sorry, Feisty. I got you on the back end. I promise. I'm so sorry. All right. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Feisty, for the sending out the 5 subscriptions. I appreciate you. Love the 5 memberships. And Nah, that joke wasn't funny. Okay, guys, thank you all so very much. I appreciate you all. And Feisty, I'm being sure to shout you out tomorrow, love. I adore y'all. Have a great night, too.